escorted by his dad Chad and his mom Gretchen. Ashton Cook, escorted by dad Josh, mom Christy, sister Ashlyn, and grandmother Kim. Donovan Davis, escorted by his dad Rommel, mom Carla, brother Jonathan, grandfather George Davis, and grandparents Carl and Elsie Holland. Larry Dunn, escorted by dad Avriel, mom Teresa, and sisters Anna and Olivia. Julian Elliott, escorted by Mr. and Mrs. Don Jr. and Therese Elliott, Mr. and Mrs. Don Sr. and June Elliott, Mrs. Jacqueline Carson, Mr. David Elliott, and Mrs. Angie Harder. Kevin Gonzalez, escorted by dad Juan, mom Carmen, and sisters Daisy and Vanessa. Rollo Hogan will be escorted by his mom Michelle, dad Chap, sisters Jaden, brother Mary, and grandmother Valerie. Patrick Javetsky will be escorted by father Steve, mother Maria, and sister Yamo. Brendan Lorette, escorted by his mom Kim, grandparents John and Annette, his uncles Dan and Greg, his brother Quentin, his dad Matthew, and all the people that have helped him get to this point. Xavier Martin Fuller, escorted by his mom Misty, dad Regis, stepmom Sarah, and brother Ari. Charlie McCall is escorted by his dad Charles, mom Rochelle, and grandfather Rodney. Marcus Moore, escorted by dad Carlton, mom Sharon, sister Emily, and brothers Carson and Cameron. James Indigma, escorted by dad Duncan, mom Zifra, and brothers Jeffrey. Ryan Perry, escorted by mom Stevie, sister Haley, cousins Devin Sr., Anaya Devin Jr., Aunt Joanne, and Uncle Kenny. Rory Ralston, escorted by mom and dad Rex, Teresa Ralston. Rory's sister Liv couldn't be here tonight, but sends her love. Nick Ruby, escorted by dad Denny, mom Heather, brothers Jake and Rocco, his grandmother Sandra, supporters Chloe, Taylor, and Carmen. Donovan Tucker, escorted by mom Angela, dad Alan, brothers Desmond, Dylan, and Dushan. Thomas Williams, escorted by dad Stephen and mom Amy. Joey Wooten, escorted by dad Randy, mom April, sister Jasmine, brother Justin, and with us in spirit, grandfather Coach Chuck Wooten. escorted by his mom, Maureen Dodd, father, Stuart White, sister, Charlie White, and Charlie's mother, Summer Fagan. Charlie McCall is escorted by his dad, Charles, mom, Rochelle, and grandfather, Rodney. Lana Andrew is escorted by her mother Linda and father Kevin, grandparents Elizabeth, Joseph, Laura, and Ray, her sister, her aunt Tasha, and her godmother Teresa. Sarah Gilliam is escorted by her parents Nina and Wesley, her grandma Linda, her grandpa Wesley, her aunt Sabrina Charlotte, and her cousins Dayla, Ronald, Kevin Jr., Reagan, and Ronald II. Aaron O'Malley, escorted by her mother Carrie, sisters Caitlin, Kara, and Evelyn, and her brother Sean. Ellie Malpass is escorted by her parents, her three sisters Eva, Maggie, and Sylvie, and her two brothers Lincoln and William. Monica Merrill is escorted by her parents Margaret and Andrew, her sisters Gabby and Samantha, and her grandparents. Celeste Siebert is escorted by her mother Mindy, her dad David, her sister Carly, her cousins Aaron, Drew, and Carolyn, and her boyfriend Rex. Mark Fowler, escorted by Mom Lori and Dad Chris. Julia Jet Ingalls, escorted by Mom Tiffany, Dad Brian, and brother Jack. Gillian Littner, escorted by Mom Robin and Dad Jason. Rowan Wren Mosteller, escorted by her dad. Matthew Sheridan, escorted by Mom Elizabeth, Dad Dennis, brother William, and sister Isabel. Jake Fisher, escorted by his family.
Told him to stay off here for a second.
Once again, thank you, class of 2023. While you may leave the building, 24, oh my gosh, look at me, 24. Thank you, class of 24. You may be graduating in May, but you'll always be a Hawk.
Today's highlights are being presented by The Mortgage Captain. Call Todd Utrip at 614-618-3331 to start your home buying journey. By Yamo Sports and Yamo Media. The new app is available next week. Find it on the App Store and Play Store. By Training ABC. Create training courses for your organization. Visit trainingabc.com. Page Tech Limited. Virtual live events multimedia. And by Jenny Osmond, proud Hartley alumni from the class of 2000 and your realtor from Core Realty Collection.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jack Ryan Field for yet another Bishop Hartley Hawks contest. Tonight, a CCL matchup between the 7-2 Bishop Hartley Hawks and the 5-4 St. Charles Cardinals. I am Matt Barnes, class 2004 alum, alongside Will Wade, as we get to call another CCL contest, and this one should be a good one. Two rivalries that are both on the east side. They know each other well. Don't worry about the records, right? This is one of those games that you're going to get the best out of each one, even in Week 10, and both looking ahead to the playoffs.
Right. Like you said, just throw the records out. Anything that you've seen before now, it's all up to these guys to come out here. You got both teams fighting for a playoff spot. Hartley ahead right now, kind of trying to solidify their playoff spot. But like you said, get rid of all the records, and let's get ready to play a good game of football tonight.
Yeah, these two teams have gotten together the last few years, and it's been fun. For a long time, they didn't play each other, but they've gotten together about the last decade, and it has been one-sided with Hartley winning many of the games. They've played well as of late, having won the last three. St. Charles kind of been an up-and-down season, obviously, winning the first four, then losing the next four before a big win last week.
Yeah, St. Charles, they're going to come in here and try to play spoiler. As you can see right now, Bishop Hartley is in the third spot right now. But Hartley, they both got a win last week. St. Charles winning 30-0 against Lutheran East, and Hartley getting the win against KIPP 49-6 last week. So both teams are coming in here fighting for their playoff lives, and it's going to be an electric game tonight as a rivalry is ready to be played. And get down to business.
Yeah, for sure. Both these teams coming off big victories, but one's going to come away with the win, one's going to come away with a loss today. Looks like Bishop Hartley will kick off the ball first in what has been a rainy Friday here in Central Ohio, but looks like the rain's going to hold off. It's a little chilly, but you know what? It's October football. That's what it should be, Will.
It is. That's what you'll want, October football. And one of the things that you're going to see right now is you want to make sure that these running backs, they have ball security. You're going to have the wet football. The quarterback's going to have to hold on to the ball, so you can't let the rain and the elements be any type of an excuse. You got to be able to execute and move on to the next play if anything does arise and go wrong for you. So what I see is they're teeing up. You got Hartley going to be on defense first, and see what these guys are going to come out with.
Absolutely. This should be a fun one here at Jack Ryan Field. Jack Ryan, a name known to both these schools, taught and coached at St. Charles for about 25 years and came over to Hartley and did the same thing. And he is a Hall of Famer in both of these schools, and now we got a Hall of Fame matchup hopefully here in Week 10 of the high school football season. Final week of the regular season, and we are off. And the kickoff, as usual, Hartley pooching it, and St. Charles does not decide to jump on it. That's a live ball, but doesn't go out of bounds first. It
does go out of bounds.
That was Xavier Martin-Folo who thought he got that inbounds, and that would have been Hartley ball, but instead, a penalty flag.
Yeah, that's definitely not. I guess on both sides, you got the penalty flag. It looked great to start off with if he could have stayed in bounds, but
out of bounds, kicking team. St. Charles has elected to take the ball to 35.
So you hear the referees illustrating that the ball is going to be on for St. Charles at 35, but it seems like it was going to start on the way that maybe Hartley fans, and Hartley, of course, wanted to start with an onside kick, a deep onside kick.
Yeah.
Almost was there. So if that's any kind of precursor to what we're going to have tonight, hey, get your seatbelts and get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, I'm surprised St. Charles was not prepared for that one. That's something Hartley likes to do a lot, that kind of short pooch kick to the sideline. And, boy, got to come up and grab that ball. But here we go. St. Charles on offense, led by quarterback Ryan Mooney under center. He drops back to pass. Pass is complete, and it's going to be a first down, and Moore finds his man, Will Bratt, for a nice gain on first down. The quick pass there.
So that's one thing that we have to continue to keep an eye on is Ryan Mooney, if he's going to be able to just sit back in that pocket. We're going to get to see Donovan Davis on that offensive line and Denham Cook coming off of that end. See, as you see right there, Denham Cook. If they're going to be able to come and put pressure on Mooney, if he's going to just sit back and be able to pick that defense apart.
Yeah, Denham Cook is always wreaking havoc in the backfield. You'll see him going either side of the line, rushing. This time he drops back, and the pass is complete for Mooney. This time he finds his target. That is Trey Davis, and another good gain, first down yardage for the Cardinals, and they're moving the ball in 2 plays, 2 first downs.
You're just playing pitch and catch at this point, just playing completion ball, moving the ball, finding those soft spots in that defense, and close to another first down.
Yeah, you see the Hartley defense here led by Denham Cook, as we mentioned, but a lot of seniors here to talk about as well. Roy Ralston is there as one of those names to look at. Donovan Tucker with his final game here, or regular season game, I should say, here at Jack Ryan Field. Expected to see some playoff games here before the season ends for the Hawks. All right. They do not call that a first down. It was 2nd and 1, so the Cardinals this time hand it off, and nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. Aiden Fox brought down by a couple of Hawks in the backfield, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Birchfield and that defensive staff over there. Because Roy Ralston got in there and got behind the line of scrimmage and tackled for a loss.
Yeah, really nice job by the guys on the line. Malik Tufts in on that tackle as well. So you got 2nd and 1. You think St. Charles just a little bit of just handoff to get that first down. Instead, now they're looking at 3rd and 5. And let's see if they go back to that pass game. So far, 2 completions for Ryan Mooney. That is Will Brad in motion. The pass is to him, but it is dropped. Would have been well short of the first down. So instead, now a decision for Zeke Hocker and the Cardinals. What do they decide to do on 4th and 5? On the Hartley 44.
I don't see any punt unless the punter is inside of that huddle right now. They haven't changed a lot. It's 5 yards until the first down, and they've moved the ball pretty well down the field. So I expect for them to keep that unit on the field and go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. They've moved the ball pretty well in the passing. Of course, that pass would have been complete if Brett would have brought it down, but instead just dropped it. So here we go, shotgun formation here for Mooney, and a timeout looking coming from Bishop Hartley. Brad Birchfield not liking what he saw on defense, decides to call a timeout. Big play here on 4th down. Want to get your defense off the field, so makes sense to call the timeout there.
Yeah, you want to make sure that everything is lined up. You see him and Senior Cook getting everything lined up and making sure they have each and every guy in position to make the plays.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. And as you think about Bishop Hartley, just want to let you know that Bishop Hartley will be hosting the 2023 Open House on Thursday, November 9th. That's coming up pretty soon. So join us from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. for a chance to hear from our principal, meet students, teachers, and coaches, learn about our house system, take campus tours, and see what amazing programs and facilities we offer our students. That's the Bishop Hartley Open House, Thursday, November 9th, starting at 6:30. Good crowd here for open house here at Jack Ryan Field for this football game between 2 CCL rivals. Big play here, 4th and 5. Again, Ryan Mooney in the shotgun. That's Aiden Fox in motion. He now sets in the slot. Drops back to pass. Mooney hits him. This nice little screen pass, and well done here. That pass complete to his favorite target, Brad, again, and that's enough for the first down. Nice play design there. Good execution by the Cardinal offense.
Yeah, you've seen right here, it's not a lot of pressure by Bishop Hartley, but there was enough space where the linebackers, they allowed enough for the running back to get out into space. So it was only 5 yards. They just dropped back into too much of a coverage, and that's how they ended up picking up the first down.
Yeah, real nice play call there on the screen pass. So, again, the Cardinals with a new set of downs. Here's Mooney rolling to the right, now looking back to the left. Another screen pass, but this one's behind his intended receiver, Joey Schmidt, so that's an incomplete pass. And already you're seeing the Cardinals doing a lot of 1 passing, but 2 letting the Hartley rush get to them and then kind of throwing it just beyond them, trying to get those short passes and lead to yards after catch.
Yeah, you're seeing the defensive line. They're putting pressure on Mooney, but there's not a lot of into that secondary, even the linebacking core, they're sitting out in those zones and just letting Mooney pick where he wants to, and eventually they're going to be able to pick this ball off as they have an empty backfield at this point.
Yeah, 4 wide here. Mooney again running to the right. An athletic quarterback, 5'9". Ooh, dangerous pass there. As looked like for a second Joey Wooten was going to pick that off. Instead, that ball falls to the turf, and another incomplete pass bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, like you said, Joey Wooten was right in position to make that play. He's sitting down right there. You see Mooney is trying to orchestrate the offense and tell them where they want to go. But like I said, that defense is just sitting back ball hawking. They're lurking at this point and just waiting, reading the eyes of Mooney and waiting for him to make a decision. And eventually that ball's going to be picked off.
Yeah, absolutely. Garrett Hoffman, the intended receiver there. So As you can see, what it looks like a lot is they're trying to get Mooney out on the move, and here we go again. He's dropping back, only a 3-step drop, throws it to the left sideline, and that is incomplete. Trey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 4th and long for the Cardinals.
So they're allowing him to make those passes. They're sitting back, just allowing for him to, decide where he wants to go. But at the same time, they're not picking up those completions like they did at the beginning of the game. So that's how we have 4th and 10 here, 3 straight plays. And now we're looking at 4th down again.
Yeah, that's the first time Mooney kind of stayed in the pocket. The other time just kind of rolled left and right and didn't look entirely comfortable in the pocket making that throw. So here we go, 4th and 10 again. Back 5-step drop. Now he tries to pull up, and there's nowhere to go. Brendan Lorette, right when he tried to step up to the pocket and maybe run for those 10 yards, Lorette said, not today. And it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, he stepped up too far into that pocket, and Donovan Davis and Lorette was sitting there waiting. Good play by that defensive line of the Hawks.
Yeah, really nice job. You see Mooney thought he had a gap there, but that closed quickly with Davis and Lorette right there to throw him down. And so that'll bring the Hartley offense onto the field for the first time, coming off a nice performance against Kip. Kind of struggled against DeSales getting the ball moving. But here's a chance to put points on the board on their first possession. That is McAlix under center. And the first pitch back goes to Robert Lathan, the stellar sophomore running back, and not much there. Maybe about 2 yards for the sophomore, who has gone well over 1,000 yards for him. And boy, it's been a fun offense to watch and see them progress all year long, hasn't it, Will?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You get to see Robert Lathan back there in the backfield, like you said, a phenomenal sophomore. You get to see Ralston. But more important, I like to see what Ryan Perry and if him and Gallups going to be able to hook up this game. They had 2 touchdowns last game, so I don't think they're going to slow down any time this game.
Yeah, Ryan Perry is Matt Gallups' favorite target. Has almost 85 to 90% of his passing yards going to Ryan Perry. Man in motion, and this time the handoff will go to, who is that? Can't really see. Not much of a gain, that is for sure. But that ball goes to Bryson Winbush. That's who it was on the jet sweep, and nice job of the Cardinals stringing it out and no gain on the play for the Hawks.
Yeah, they stayed out. You didn't have a lot of blockers. It was one-on-one, but he didn't get to push him to the outside. More wanted to get that block more on the inside. But nevertheless, bring up 3rd and 7. Still a good position that you want to be in if you're in an offense. Just got to connect on this play. As
usual, that's Ryan Perry on the outside. Hawks are willing to throw the ball a little bit more now as here we are in week 10. Gallups feeling a little bit better in terms of confidence throwing the ball. This is him rolling out to the right, looking for his man, and that's incomplete to Winbush. Seemed like he had a chance to catch that ball, but it was at his feet. Tough throw there. There is a flag, though, on the play, and it looks like it's going to be on the Hawks for an eligible man downfield, which should bring up 4th down. So, yeah, first 3rd and long, the Hawks have a chance to complete a pass and just can't get that connection.
Yeah, you see as he was rolling out, you can't really tell the ball downfield, but he had Perry and Winbush in his sights on that. Perry was running a comeback route.
Yeah, that's Jake Beatty.
Offense.
Yeah, Jake Beatty, that was the ineligible man downfield. So, as I said, brings up 4th down for the Hawks.
Pretty sure that's not how the offense wanted to start off. Pretty much almost a 3 and out on that.
And again, when it comes to Bishop Hartley and Brad Birchfield, you never know if they're always going to go for it or not. But in this time, they are going to punt it. That is Ryan Perry with the punt. It's a high one, not real far, but it is bobbled by the St. Charles returner, and then it looks like recovered by the Cardinals. Oh, we said those conditions are going to be tough. It's a little bit windy, and that ball might be a little slick. And the Cardinals do, in fact, recover this ball on their own 39-yard line. But check this out again. High kick, and it was tough to get.
Yeah, high kick, but at that point when you call fair catch, just get underneath the ball. For any kids that's watching and want to learn a little bit of something, get underneath the ball. You call fair catch, so you don't have to worry about being hit at that point. But that was a miscue, and miscues will cost you the game. But luckily for the Cardinals, they recovered.
Pervone Vera, the one who jumped on that ball for St. Charles. So 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams have had the ball. Both teams have not found a way to find the end zone. And the St. Charles offense back on the field. Ryan Mooney in the shotgun, man in motion. And this time he's going to hand it off. And that is a run by Aiden Fox. Not much to go on there. Maybe 1 yard for the senior running back, 5'8", 170. And maybe maybe quick, but didn't have anywhere to go that time.
Yeah, that defense of the Hawks is really stepping up. That front four is putting pressure on the backfield real quick and not allowing for them to make any type of moves, which is allowing for those linebackers to free flow at this point. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 12.
All right, ball at the 40-yard line, 4 wide. Mooney this time, very short drop. And oh, Joey Wooten, I thought had that one as well. But instead it is caught. Great catch and concentration by Will Lawler with Wooten jumping in front of him.
I have no clue how that ball wasn't picked off. I thought he had it in his hand. I was waiting for him to roll over and waiting for the replay to show how was that ball caught. But
yeah, almost looked like it went through Wooten's body.
I'm still flabbergasted at this point.
Wow.
Hey, prevailed.
Cardinals go quick, 3rd and short, and yet again, that is a completed pass. Mooney this time hitting Trey Davis, and that is another catch for Davis and another first down for this Cardinal offense, which is finding some success with the short pass and getting rid of the ball quick, not letting the pass rush get to Mooney in the backfield.
Yeah, they're getting to Mooney's getting that ball out very quickly. He's not allowing for Hartley to get set up. As you see, 3rd almost picked off once again.
Yep, and that time it is Denham Cook, that time not rushing but dropping back, and I think that surprised Mooney and the St. Charles offense, seeing the D lineman head back into his zone coverage, and like you said, that one nearly picked off. They're going quick, which can be good in terms of keeping the defense off kilter, but also maybe not having your offense fully on the same page like there.
Right. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here from about the 50-yard line, just about.
Mooney this time rolling out to the right, short pass. Oh, that one is off the hands of Joey Schmidt, almost intercepted. Couple of Hawks there might have had a chance if that ball would have fallen their way, but instead it falls to the turf, incomplete, bring up 3rd down.
This Hawks defense is right on the cuffs of something big. We've had Denham Cook drop back into coverage the previous play, almost intercepted, and then he had a tip drill right here that could have been picked off too. So it's only a matter of time if Ryan Mooney doesn't get this ball into the chest of his receivers. I see the Hawks coming away with the interception here soon.
Yeah, Fidelza Joe thought he had a chance at that. This time, Donovan Davis, he is already in the backfield, so Mooney's got to move it. He can move. Boy, he's got some speed, and he got around the corner. Looks like he stepped out of bounds short of the line to gain, though, so this will bring up 4th down. But nice job by Mooney. He felt the pressure, and he got out of there quick.
Yeah, you have to hit the panic button. He felt Donovan Davis right on his back. You see him coming straight in. No regards to human life, and he's right on his back. But I do see the wheels on Mooney after that one. I didn't expect to see him, and that's the first run that you've seen him go past the line of scrimmage. So that lets us know, he does have an escape valve of his own.
Well, 4th and 2, maybe a long one, but what you're seeing from St. Charles so far is not a real propensity to run the ball. Hasn't gone well, and the boy with the defensive tackles in line that the Hartley Hawks have, this might be a tough go to run the ball. So we'll see what they decide to do. Wide receivers to the right, kind of a heavy set. It will be a pass. Mooney rolling right. He's also rolling way too far back, and that's a long throw to make, and it is incomplete. 3 guys all around Will Brown, who tried to bring that ball down. He does not. And another turnover on downs as the Hartley defense stands tall.
Great defense. You got to think about what Ryan Mooney saw at that point. We had 3 defenders right in one zone, but he saw something, felt something, but incomplete nevertheless.
Yeah, look at
great
Denham
pressure.
Cook. Yeah, Denham Cook bringing that pressure, forcing him to get rid of that ball. And I guess 4th down, and, what's the harm in throwing it up? You got to turn the ball over anyways on down. So Hartley defense standing tall, and now we have 1st down and 10 for them at their own 40-yard line or so. Here's the snap. Gaelic giving it off to Robert Lathan Jr., and he knows what to do with it. He is off to the races, down to the 30, the 20, the 10. Can he stay in bounds? He does. Dives to the pylon, and it is a touchdown for the Hawks.
Talk about having the ball and know what to do with it.
61 yards for the sophomore, and the Hawks go up 6-0.
Just one play, one touch, and go. That's the vision, that's speed, that's everything that you want to see out of a running back. Can't ask for anything else out of Robert Latham, who's just, once again, we said before and we said again, just a sophomore. See the ball switch there to the outside for great ball protection and great pickup right there for Ryan Perry to seal that block just right there, just to give him just a little bit, and then you see the power there to take it onto the zone.
Yeah, really nice job making sure he dove toward that pylon to get in. Connor Bjornson in for the extra point. That kick is up, and the kick is good. Last time we saw Connor Bjornsson kicking here at Jack Ryan Field, he only kicked it through the uprights for a game winner against the Sails. This one doesn't mean as much, but it is a point to give the Hawks a 7-0 lead. Seven nothing Hawks. We'll be right back here on Yamo Media.
Today's highlights are being presented by the Mortgage Company. Call Todd Utrip at 614-618-3341. Start at home buying journey. By Yamo Sports and Yamo Media. The new app is available next week. Find it on the App Store and Play Store. By Training ABC. Create training courses for your organization. Visit trainingabc.com. Page Tech Limited. Virtual live events multimedia. And by Jenny Osmond, proud Hartley alumni from the class of 2000 and your realtor from Core Realty Collection.
Is taken by St. Charles. That is Michael Zarek who gets the ball, and he is taken down right around the 35-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will start their third offensive possession. They've been able to move the ball, Will, just not getting over that hump of the 40-yard line or so, and both times had turnover on downs.
Yeah, I think it's going to get a little bit harder for Ryan Mooney in this offense. Expect to see a little bit more of the run maybe on this drive. You kept seeing the pass, and it started to look a little, out of sync. But if they can get the run game to help them out a little bit more, it may open that pass game back up. But those Hawks are starting to ball hawk a little bit more.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's not looking good for Mooney and the crew.
They're kind of bending but not breaking once they get over the 50, and let's see if the Cardinals can do anything different here this time. Mooney in the shotgun once again. This time he will hand it off. No, he won't. He fakes the handoff instead. It's a QB keeper. Joey Wooten dragging him around the 41, 42-yard line. Good pickup on first down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, very good pickup and very good read by Mooney. You see that defensive end crashing, and just as you thought that he was going to hand the ball off, he kept it himself and picked up about 5 yards to put him up in a pretty good 2nd and 5 situation.
Yeah, you want to always keep that second and short, so that way you can kind of have the option to run, the option to pass. And again, they've done a really nice job with these short passes, short crosses, short slants and out routes. It's been really nice variety from the Cardinals on their passing offense. Just again, it's a matter of keeping it going and not letting it sputter out. This time Mooney will give, and this time it is Aiden Fox with the ball and not much room to run. Maybe about a yard, and that'll once again bring up third down.
Yeah, it's going to be about third and about 2 or 3. But if you go back to old Woody Hayes, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So now you see third down about 3, 2 straight runs on the first possession coming out after that touchdown. So they are relying a little bit more on that run game, but don't fall asleep because they'll hit you with the play action, go over top really fast.
So this time the Cardinals line up 3 wide. And that is Mooney looking, passing, and that is going to go incomplete, falling out of bounds. And he had plenty of time to throw that ball, just nowhere to throw the ball to.
Yep, it's going to bring up 4th and about 3. You see the punt team coming on. Not a good field position for the Cardinals right now, so they're going to take their losses and punt the ball away to put the Hawks hopefully past the 20-yard line. But you got Ryan Perry back there ready to return. You never know how quickly he's going to get into full speed, bring it all the way back to the house.
Yeah, he is a dangerous punt returner, that's for sure. Charlie Kessler's back to punt this ball, high snap, but he brings it down, and that is a good punt. Perry getting underneath it. Nope, instead he's going to let it bounce, but grab it right there at about the 15. Makes one man miss, makes a second man miss. Now heading toward the sideline, and there's a flag thrown as he takes it to the 40-yard line. We will see what that flag is, most likely on the Hawks during the return. That was a about a 20-yard return for Perry until we see this flag, and yep, it will indeed be on the Hawks.
Just when you thought Perry was going to get a break, you get a flag on offense on that one, on return team.
Yeah, check it out here in the replay. Yep, right there. Kind of just in the forefront, and that's why the referee showing his best.
It's a good toss by the referee.
Yeah, I was going to say, best quarterback impression there with that nice heave.
Seems like this train of the Hawks, they're starting to get moving. We got one play from Robert Latham last time. We see how they get this offense back on the field, see what they produce on this drive.
I think the Hawks would take a one-play drive every time if it leads to touchdowns. First, though, we're going to have a flag on this play, and this one it looks like is going to be on St. Charles. Yes, that is Cyrus Klein jumping offside, so free 5 yards for the Hawks as they begin this drive. And that's not exactly what you want if you're St. Charles. Been pretty clean football from them. I think that's the first penalty on St. Charles. Indeed it is. So I'll bring up 1st and 5 now for the Hawks. Got Ryan Perry, the only man out wide. Instead, the pitch is to Lathan. He goes up the gut, and boy, there's some room there. And there's plenty of room now as he heads to the outside. Running down the sideline, he's going to get pushed out of bounds and tackled at the 25, but another huge gain.
Rumble, young man, Rumble is the only thing I can think as I seen him. That was a little bit of poetry in motion. Remember Arian Foster back when, you seen that stutter step. You would see it after he gets past that line of scrimmage. You've seen the power by Latham as he blasts through this, offensive line. Great pickups. You see a wide open hole. First touch was there. Second touch right there. And then you just see the speed coming in. But that stutter step right about there gives Hawks another first down.
48 yards for Lathan on that carry. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 25. That was Perry in motion, and boy, the handoff went to Lathan and Winbush, and Winbush went down, and he went down quick. Great job by St. Charles there. That's going to be a loss of 4, and now a late flag here on some of the after tackle nonsense that seems like here. Watch this play though, completely blown up.
Yeah, I give paying homage to my guy John Madden, and he used to say, boom, he's on his back. Just like that. You've seen him in the backfield. And can't have these kind of miscues. You see after the play, number 70 simply lost his head for a second. Play between the whistles, keep it clean. You let your guy come in and take it off on your running back. Now go back the next play and do it between the lines when you can. But that costs the Hawks nice a bit as it was a 15-yard loss after already taking a 3-yard loss.
So Cyrus Klein is the one who made the great play on Winbush with the tackle for loss, and then Jake Beatty with that personal foul there. So what turns into a 3-yard loss turns into more an 18-yard loss. It is now 2nd and so let's make it a 19-yard loss. So 2nd and 29 for the Hawks, and got a lot of room here to get to that first down marker all the way at the 15. Galick in the shotgun, short pass to Perry. He's got some blockers and he's got some speed, but not a lot of room to run. He does pick up about 10 yards there as they take a chunk out of that long way to go. Still be 3rd and very long for this Hartley offense.
Yeah, slow and steady. You can't get it all back in one play, but take what you can get after that debacle on a penalty the play before. But great moves that you've seen there by Perry just to get a couple more of those yards back.
Yeah, nice tackle there again by Klein, who has been very active on this drive for the Cardinal defense. So 3rd and 20 for Bishop Hartley here. Don't have to get it all right now. In this position, you got to think they're going to go for it on 4th down regardless. 2 men in the backfield. That's Winbush in motion. He heads to the right. Galick, he's going to pass. He is rolling right, and he's got a man wide open, and that is going to be a nice completion to Winbush. Wow. Really nice job. That picks up a lot of the yardage. It's going to leave him 4th and very manageable after a really nice gain. Nice rollout and a nice job making sure he had room to run right after it, too.
And you see him rolling now, a little bit of play action. You have to respect that play action at this point. You never know when they're going to hand it off to Latham. But wide open with great pickup. Galick is starting to get in tune, not making too many mental mistakes. Just happened to not get where they wanted to off of a penalty in the beginning of this drive.
And you can see Winbush, man, so mad he couldn't stay in bounds, tiptoeing that sideline and just put the puppies on the white. Couldn't get that first down. So now 4th and 7. The Hawks going to call timeout here before this big play with 3:29 to go here in the first quarter, up 7-0, and a chance to get a first down and keep this drive alive. Hey, did you know you can support Bishop Hartley and earn a tax credit on your Ohio income taxes for 2023? There's still time. Visit EmmausRoadScholarship.org, or you can scan that QR code on your screen to learn more about making a gift that turns your tax dollars into scholarships at Bishop Hartley today. So 4th and 7 for the Hawks. Normally you'd say guaranteed pass situation, but Hartley trusts its run game so much, whether it's Robert Lathan or many of the cavalcade of stars they have in that backfield to pick this up. If you're Brad Birchwood, what are you drawing up here, Will?
I trust in my quarterback, first of all. I like what I got in Ryan Perry, out in the receiver area. You got Winbush out there, so you got twins over there. But we're going to right to that marker. Let's just pick up a first down.
Got to get to the 15-yard line, 3 wide for the Hawks. Gaelic is under center. That is Winbush in motion, but first a flag, and this is going to be a false start on the Hawks. So that'll make it 4th and 12, and that makes it a little bit tougher. Probably still too far for field goal to even think about that. Especially in these conditions. It's going to be wet on that plant foot for Connor Bjornsson. So it indeed is a false start. 4th and 12. Hawks now have Winbush at the bottom of your screen. Ryan Perry there in the slot. One man behind Gaelic who has taken the ball under center. That's Wooten in motion. Now settling right there behind the line. Gaelic with some time to throw. He just throws it high, throws it deep, a little short behind Perry. Cannot bring it down. Great defense. That is knocked away by Pervone Vera. Ball just a little bit underthrown, and in these conditions you can understand why. He also kind of threw it off his back foot, so incomplete. And the Hawks are going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, just enough pressure right there by the Cardinals defense to not allow for Gaelic to step into that throw as much. Last week I seen that same pass 2 times they was able to connect on it, but just this time he hung it up in the air a little bit too long and wasn't able to, like I said, fully step into it.
Yeah, kind of threw that off his back foot. Really couldn't drive that ball to the end zone where Ryan Perry had already gotten a step past the defender. So stay 7-0. The Cardinals defense gets the stop they need, and now they head back on offense. Ryan Mooney in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 on the bottom, 1 at the top of your screen. Mooney throws it. That ball is tipped and incomplete, intended once again for Will Bratt. That pass was a little bit too high and wide for him, though, and he's lucky that wasn't picked off.
We keep saying it time and time again. Those passes are getting a little bit more errant, and eventually I have faith in this Hartley's defense that, you seen Cook right there in his face, putting that pressure on him, and the secondary is just sitting back, waiting for their opportunity. They just got to capitalize on it here soon.
Yeah, to give you an idea, Ryan Mooney is 5'10". Denham Cook is 6'4". So when Denham Cook's hands are in front of you, it's going to be a hard one to throw over. That pass is incomplete, but there's a late flag, and this one looks like it's against the Hawks, waiting to see the indication from the official as that pass was incomplete. It was intended for Will Lawler on the sideline.
Active play.
And it is going to be a personal foul on the Hawks that'll give them an automatic first down. The Cardinals, that is. And that is a big call because instead of 3rd and long, this will be 1st and 10. Let's check this out again. The pass is incomplete. And that is
I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, Xavier Martin Fuller.
No, didn't see it much on that, but
yeah, it's a bit of a push after the play, but not much I would think. But that's the referee's call there. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They go right back on offense, snapping the ball quick as they have with fast offense. And this time the pass is a little bit behind. The receiver could have been caught. He had 3 steps on the defender. That could have been a touchdown with a better throw, but instead it is incomplete. The Hawks dodge a bullet there, as that is Aiden Fox out of the backfield that just could not come down with it.
I kind of give it to Ryan Mooney on that one. You kind of put it on the back shoulder. Yeah, it was a little bit behind him, but they say if it hits you on your hands, you got to come down with that one. If you look, it was right there. Maybe more in front of him, but I think that has to go more on Aiden Fox.
And if you're the Cardinals, that's a play you want to have right there. So here we go, 2nd and 10. This time they will hand it off. Aiden Fox with the ball, and Aiden Fox with nowhere to go. Great tackle there. That is the sophomore, Jay Zhang, with the sure tackle, bringing Fox to the ground for about only a 2-yard gain.
But once again, I believe there's more yellow flags on the field. See what they're going to come up with this time. It looks like it's going to be on the Cardinals as they're over on the sideline talking to Coach Birchfield now.
Number 5, 53.
It's Rex Schaller they call for the hold, but as you heard, the Hawks declined that to keep third down. Really nice job here by the Hartley defense containing Fox, not giving him anywhere to go this time.
It was started off as a fairly clean game. We're starting to see those penalties add up here for both teams.
So here we go. Third down and long for the Cardinals once again. Shotgun snap to Mooney is good. The pass is to Fox, and he is tackled immediately after catching the ball. What a job there by... That is Xavier Martin Fuller making up for that personal foul earlier with a sure tackle, and boy, that was really nice, keeping the Cardinals out of any chance to getting that first down.
Yeah, that's one that he's going to put on his highlight tape for sure. You know, you got an open field tackle, and not only just an open field, that was at a big time. So great play by William Fuller on that one.
And if he doesn't make that tackle, that looks like it's going to be an easy first down for the Cardinals. So nice job by him. Here is the punt now from Kesters, and that is a catch by Perry at around the 19, and he is trying to find some room out to the outside, and a pretty good return, or at the 24, excuse me. And about a 10-yard return there for Ryan Perry as the Hawks offense heads back out onto the field. 1:02 left in this first quarter. Been an exciting first half. Both offenses have been able to move the ball, but shockingly still only 7 points on the board because both times, or many times I should say, the defense have stood up the offenses and forced a turnover on downs or a punt.
Yeah, the defense is playing well, but we have, and I mentioned it before, those flags are starting to pile up just a little bit. So you want to kind of eliminate the miscues that you're starting to get, personal fouls. That's going to hurt your team in the long run. So let's see if we can get more of a clean run right here by the Hawks as they prepare for the next possession.
That is Wooten in motion. Lathan with the with the ball on the handoff and pushes forward for about 3 yards up the middle as the Hawks looking to get that run game going once again. Lathan already with a long 68-yarder for a touchdown. Seeing if he can crack open another long run and get another score before this first quarter ends as we tick down under 40 seconds left. Hawks again in that tight bunch. Only Ryan Perry on the bottom of your screen wide. Galick with the snap, pitches back to Lathan. He sees some room up the middle, that patient running style. But boy, St. Charles defending that one well, keeping him bottled up to about a 3-yard gain. And that'll leave third and a long 4.
Yeah, that gives you a lot of implication that defensive line of St. Charles, they're not allowing for the offensive line to push them out of those gaps, which is allowing for those linebackers to fill the gap even more. So that's why you're not getting those big runs like you've seen out of Latham before. Now those linebackers are filling it up and stopping the run.
That's the end of the first quarter. Bishop Hartley leads St. Charles 7-0. We'll be back with some second quarter action here at Jack Ryan Field. You are watching Bishop Hartley football on Yamo Media.
Today's highlights
You're clear.
are presented by the Mortgage Company.
Go.
Call Todd Utrip at 614-618-3331 to start your home buying journey. By Yamo Sports and Yamo Media. The new app is available next week. Find it on the App Store and Play Store. By Training ABC. Create training courses for your organization. Visit trainingabc.com. Page Tech Limited. Virtual live events multimedia. And by Jenny Osmond, proud Hartley alumni from the class of 2000 and your realtor from Core Realty Collection.
And we're back here, 3rd and 5 for the Hawks as we start the second quarter. And the first play is a pitch out to Lathan, and watch him follow the blockers, getting down the sideline. A big gain and first down for the Hawks. Well done by Lathan there. That pitch out to the right side. And just like any good running back, why make it hard on yourself? Follow the big boys up front and get that big yardage, and he does that time as the Hawks moving the ball past midfield.
Yeah, you can see him following Jake Beatty and Nick Ruby. They were his leading blockers out there. Like you said, just showing that pace and run, get behind those blockers and not outrunning those guys.
So now first down for the Hawks in Cardinal territory. The Cardinals jump, and yep, they cross the line. That'll be offsides. Another free 5 yards for the Hawks. As you mentioned, the penalty yards starting to pile up for both teams, especially St. Charles here, though, as the Hawks now make this an easier first down to get as they have the ball at 39 on 1st and 5. Jay Zhang in the backfield. It's fullback Lathan back at tailback. Wooten to the bottom of your screen. Ryan Perry to the top.
Yeah, he may be checking down. You got Joey Wooten, like you said, at the bottom of your screen. That's one-on-one. No safety at the top of that to help out. So it may be a nice toss-up, but expect a run. I would go for that on first down.
And that's what happened. They're going to hand it off to the up man. That is Jay Zhang. And Jay Zhang showing off the speed. And can he stay in bounds? He cannot. Oh, he doesn't get many opportunities, but when he does, he makes the most of them. And that time, he takes it to the 12-yard line for a nice 26-yard gain. Oh, man, nice job by Zhang. Get out of that first tackle, and away he goes.
Yeah, big man just got skinny on that one, getting it through that offensive line. Just wasn't able to keep his feet in bounds, or you would have had 6 for his team.
Man, really nice play called there, kind of switching it up. Same formation here as Zhang is the up man. There's Lathan in the backfield. The pitch goes to Lathan this time. He follows his blockers, pushing the pile forward, and he gets all the way to the 5. But no, he fumbles the ball. And this is picked up by the Cardinals. Joey Smith heading the other way. He's to the 40, and he's finally tackled at the 45. What a turn of events there. Absolutely crazy, as it looked like the Hawks were knocking on the door for another touchdown, and instead Lathan fumbles the ball somewhere in that massive humanity, and the Cardinals come away with it and return it for about 40 yards.
Unbelievable. I have no clue, and we're going to see the replay here soon. Unfortunately, there's no red flag here in high school, so you'll see. He gets the ball. He's right there. Like you said, somewhere getting lost in that pile.
It looks
like he was down to me, but
either down or it looked like Schmidt just stole it from him before.
Took it from him.
Yeah, took it from him before he hit the ground. It's hard to tell. There's so many people there, but again, no replay in high school, so here we go. St. Charles with the ball, and on first down, it is a handoff. Mooney giving it back, or giving the ball to, it's like Aiden Fox on that play. And that will be a 5-yard gain as the Cardinals try to take advantage of a big turnover. You get another look at this, and boy, it's hard to tell. It looks like Lathan might be on the ground, and then the ball pops out. But again, these referees only get one look at it. We are getting 2 or 3. Second down play, Mooney hands the ball off and nowhere to go. Denham Cook.
That's stepping up for your team when you need them. They got that big turnover, and now they're trying to make a stop. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, check this out again. Denham Cook just dashing into the backfield, and there is nowhere for Aiden Fox to go. 2-yard loss, and that leads to 3rd and long, as the Cardinals have been here numerous times and haven't been as successful as they would like to be. They've had some opportunities, dropped a couple passes, couple other times. The pressure has gotten to Ryan Mooney. This time he's in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws the short pass, and that's way too high. Too tall for his intended receiver, Garrett Hoffman, who is listed at 5'8", and that pass was way too high for him. So 4th down, and the Cardinals are going to elect to punt again.
Standing strong, that defense of the Hawks didn't allow much more after that interception. Guess you got to give a huge shout out to whichever lineman that was that made that stop there on that interception. He was the last line of defense. So here we go, 4th down. Ryan Perry waiting that kickoff.
And that punt will come from Charlie Kester. He's had a couple good ones. Perry has had 2 decent returns, but both of them called back by penalty. This one is a high one, and he's not going to even touch this one as it heads toward the sideline. Bounces out of bounds around the 17-yard line, and that is where the Hawks offense will take the ball.
So no harm, no foul if you're the Hawks. I mean, you got all the way down into the red zone. Somehow with, Houdini-type magic, the ball ended up in St. Charles, but that defense came back onto the field and didn't allow anything as they got a 3 and out. Now we got the Hawks back on the field.
Yeah, no harm, no foul in terms of giving up points. But, boy, when they got as close as they did to that end zone, they wanted to put points on the board. See the pink thing from the fans as we are still in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Nice job by the Pit, the Hartley Hawks students, supporting their team and supporting all those dealing with breast cancer. What a play here by Cyrus Clyde. My goodness, he has been all over this field for the Cardinal defense, and this time Lathan with nowhere to go. In fact, he loses yardage, about 3 yards, as the Hawks offense already looking at 2nd and long.
Yeah, 2nd and long. Maybe the pass here. You don't want to kind of backed up a little bit in your end zone, just a little bit, not too much. But expect to see. I would go with Winbush. I'd like to see him getting out into those flats just to give him a little bit of time, something quick here. Maybe even hand the ball off to Latham once again.
Man in motion, and the handoff goes to Ryan Perry, who gets around the outside and bumped out of bounds. Nice job of the Cardinals there, because if he does not get bumped out of bounds, he's heading down the sideline for 6.
Yeah, Perry picked up speed so quickly coming on that end around. You get the same type of feel as he gets that ball in his hand. It reminds me of, if you're on a track, you come around that curve, and as soon as he gets that break, he's looking for that sideline to head up to the end zone. Just happened to get stopped.
3rd and 3 now for the Hawks. That's Perry on the bottom of your screen. Wooten in motion, settles behind the right guard there. 3 men in the backfield, and that is going to lead to 2 blockers for Latham. That's all he needs as he plunges ahead for 4 or 5 yards. That's enough for the first down as the Hawks keep it moving.
Slow and steady. Not trying to bust a big play or hit the home run too early. They're just taking what the defense is giving them, and they're being able to move downfield. Like I said, a nice, strong run game is going to open up for that pass at any moment.
Yeah, nice job there by Latham. Again, he's a very patient runner, so we always kind of wait for those blocks to hit, and then when he does, he then hits that hole hard, and he did it there that time. Cardinals jump into the neutral zone, but don't touch a player, so that's okay. As long as he doesn't make any contact, they can get back before the snap. 1st and 10. Hawks at their Cardinal 20, or excuse me, at their own 29. This is a handoff to Latham. Nowhere to go. Just a big group of people, and the rugby scrum only yields about 2 yards for the sophomore running back.
Yeah, you don't want to try to do too much if you're the Hawks right now. You got a nice lead right now. It's 7 points. It's not much, but you're safe right now. So you may see more of a conservative type offense from the Hawks right now, heading just 8:24 before halftime. But 2nd and about 8, still in good standings.
Killick under center. This time it's the pitch to the short side. That is Latham waiting again for those blocks to materialize. They do, and he finds a way to get 10 on a very nice carry. Again, not much room on that short side, but the lineman did a nice job to get upfield quickly, and then he just found a way to follow them and get the yardage he needed.
Yeah, there's no need for them to rush. And when you can run the ball like that, you see he's carrying the defender after he's making first contact. They're just trying to stop Latham. He's a strong back. He's keeping his shoulder pads level low, and he's carrying this offense on down the field right now.
Kudos to Jake Beatty there, 6'4", 260, leading the way. He was doing all the hard work there, and Latham just had to follow him. So here the Hawks are again at 1st down. That's Roy Ralston this time is the up back. Latham in the backfield. They fake the handoff to Ralston. That's Gaelic rolling out to the left. The pass is complete. Oh, Winbush gets out of a tackle, and that leads to some first down yardage. Nice job by him. Looked like he might have been taken down before the sticks, but instead he picks up another 5 yards, and that'll be another first down for the red, white, and blue of Bishop Hartley.
Yeah, you got a great rollout, great pass by Gaelic. You got a great catch by Winbush. But the thing that I liked even more, to keep moving your feet after contact to help pick up that first down.
Pervon Vera with the tackle, and the Hawks now in St. Charles territory. As Winbush in motion, and that is a pitch to him, and he's got blockers in front of him. There's Beatty once again. That's a nice gain by Winbush, and it is a first down gain for him. Nice job also by Robert Latham blocking on the outside, and the Hawks find a way to move the ball once again. First through the pass, and now this time on the pitch to Winbush. Nice job by him.
Just a few yards away from that red zone. So once again, you're going to see, this time you're going to hear a timeout. Quickly.
Yeah, I think St. Charles, after 3 big plays in a row from the Hartley offense, wants to talk it over. This is the big drive here, obviously. You want to try to keep this a 1-score game, or at least force Hartley to take a long field goal in this kind of windy, wet conditions. And so far, it's just 3 big chunk plays in a row, and St. Charles wanting to find a way to slow this Hartley offense down.
Yeah, nothing is a guarantee. We've seen that on the last drive, and that wind's starting to pick up a little bit. If you look, if we can't pick it up, the soccer goal is actually moving. Maybe that's the lacrosse goal. I don't know. But one of there is on wheels right now. See that American flag blowing ever so hard in the wind. So to see a field goal here, it's not really going to happen. But I wouldn't, expect for him not to want to go to that pass. You've been running the ball very well down the field. That pass game is still going to be open, that play-action game. You see Winbush out in the flats. You're going to see Ralston out there maybe as a fullback. Anything and everything is possible right now for that offense of Hartley Hawks.
Yeah, I think the Hartley offense feeling very confident what they're doing right now, whether it's running or passing. And like you said, the wind is definitely picking up. And these two teams aren't too big into kicking field goals, so it may not be too big a factor, but you never know. Tight formation for the Hawks. This one goes to Ralston, and the big man pushes forward, and he's going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3 on that halfback dive up the middle.
Ball security is what you have to continue to think about. You don't want to get down here and something happens, any type of mishaps. If you're Gaelic, you got to continue to put those balls in good positions where your receivers can make the play.
Hartley to the line quick, and this time it's a pitch to Lathan trying to follow his blockers. Makes one man miss, makes a second man miss, and away he goes. There is a flag on the play thrown by the back judge. As of now, that will be first down yardage, about a 20-yard gain for Lathan, but let's see what the flag is.
It's coming from the back, in that secondary.
And that was apparently not a flag. That was the orange marker for a fumble, and I didn't see a fumble, but regardless, it is going to be first and goal for the Hawks inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 8. So tight formation, Ralston the up man, Lathan in the backfield. The handoff goes to Lathan, and he's got nowhere to go. St. Charles stands him up. He's trying to push forward, but he will be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he might lose yardage there. Let's go back to that big play by Lathan again. Watch him just follow the blockers, make one man, two man. He's a slippery guy. It'd be tough to bring down, but there's the fumble. Yep, there it is indeed. Look at that ball rolling around there, and that's why that orange marker came out.
Ball security. I said it once again. I'll say it again. You have to protect that ball. Keep two hands wrapped around that ball, because by him being a physical runner, that's allowing for those guys to jump on his back, jump on his arm. They're doing gang tackling at this point, and they're trying to go in and get the fumble.
That'll be a false start on the Hawks this time, as their offense yet again going backwards. 1 yard loss on the Lathan run, and now a 5-yard penalty makes a second and goal all the way back at the 15-yard line, making it difficult on themselves. Again, got 3 downs to get this here. Again, you got to think field goals not even in the cards for Brad Birchfield. Would love to punch this in any way, shape, or form, whether it's by passing or running the ball. You see the formation here. They've got 4 wide. This is rare. And then Ralston, the only one in the backfield. Gaelic under center. He takes the snap. It's a pitch to Winbush. He's got a long way to go to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going wide. Nice block on the other side. But this is going to be a flag on Beatty. It looked like a clean block, but they may say this was not clean, and if that's the case, that's going to be a big penalty to make this second and goal even further.
They may call it blindside block here. Yeah, they call it blindside block, but I mean, at some point, we're still playing football. And I know player safety is a real big thing, but if you're going to see the big lineman, he's coming in, he's going to make a play for his team. As Matt, you alluded to before, he had a long way to go. But just about here, you see 70.
So here it is,
51.
It's going to be a 51
right about there.
Boy, it looks like you can see the front of his jersey. That's Nick Ruby, who they call the penalty on. And again, these referees only get one look at it. We get a second look, and look fairly clean, but I think just the impact and the way the receiver, the way the defender fell back kind of exaggerated that hit and made it look worse than maybe what it was. But regardless, that'll be 15 yards from where the penalty happened, which was a 20. So now it kind of amounts to a 20-yard penalty. And I think the referee's going to discuss this, make sure they're enforcing this penalty correctly.
I understand player safety, as I said before, and you see how else would you have wanted that player to be blocked? Are you going to set a screen there like a basketball pick? Like that's a play that has to be made for your running back to continue to get downfield. There was no other way. You see 70, that was a fair hit, but head on a swivel at all times, protect yourself at all times. There was no other way for that play to happen.
Except me, just don't do it at all, I guess.
I think he needed to make that block in order for him to keep going downfield.
So let's see what happens here. We are They're moving this ball up to the 30-yard line, so they're going 15 yards from the previous spot instead of where the penalty happened. So instead of the ball spotted at the 35, it's at the 30. It is still 2nd and goal, though, so this is a long way to go for the Hawks if they want to find pay dirt.
I'm looking for Ryan Perry right here in the back of the end zone.
Instead, it's a pitch to Wimbush and then a pitch back to Fidelis Ajoma. Nice block there downfield, but nowhere to go for Ajoma. Nicely done. That's Nashawn Mitchell with the tackle by St. Charles, and that prevents a big play from happening. It looks like Ajoma might have had some room. Instead, it's only a 5-yard gain. It's still 3rd and goal now from the 25.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Ajoma yet. That might have been his first time he's touched the ball. But I would expect to see a lot more of him. I've been expecting him to make some kind of plays here. But I know that rollout, going to see maybe Gaelic roll out to the left, possibly Perry come around to that left-hand side. He's at the bottom of the screen right now. But
2 to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. That's Perry to the right, and the pass is not going that way. Instead, it's going to Ajoma. Nice catch. Makes one man miss. He's got to get around the defenders and get all the way inside the 5-yard line. Huge play for the Hawks. At 3rd and goal, facing it from the 25-yard line. He picks up 22, and now 4th and goal. You have options here. You can go for the field goal. You're in great position to either run or pass for a touchdown.
I don't know, Matt. It depends on if Coach Birchfield is feeling like a gambling man right now. You see Joey Wooten coming into the game, got Ralston into the game, so they're going more of a big-type backs receiver core right now.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Brad Birchwood, he is an aggressive coach, and this is an aggressive call right here. Foregoing the field goal. Again, it is a windy night, but it is a short one. But at the 3-yard line, 4th and goal, real tight formation. That is Perry. That is a one-wide receiver. There is a timeout, and that will come from the Hartley sideline. Their final timeout as they think about this play call one more time. 7-0 game with 3:31 to go. You want to make sure you get this one right. You get this close again. Don't want to let it slip by.
I don't know. You go ahead and take your shot. What are you drawing up if you're Coach Birchfield in that offense?
I think you trust your offense, and I think you trust that O-line. They've been running the ball real well with Lathan. I think that's the play here. You can do the rollout with Gaelic, but I think Robert Lathan is just such a hard guy to bring down, especially if they block well for him. And so far, he's proven that he can get 3-4 yards anytime he gets the ball. But we'll see. That's why I don't coach Will.
It's a lot of things that he could possibly do right now. He has a couple of different options, Wimbush and Perry, and giving the ball to Lathan is the easy thing. Or you may just see Gaelic just take the ball in himself. That's also an option. But whatever it is, they have to execute it and produce right here to give those guys 6 more points. So you don't want to get down here 2 times in a row and not get anything.
All right, well, you're seeing Denham Cook in the game here. He's here at tight end, Wimbush to the right of him. You've got Ralston in the backfield, Lathan not in the backfield. Instead, he's over there on the top of your screen with Ryan Perry. Wimbush in motion. Gaelic. The handoff goes to Perry, not the handoff. The pitch goes to Perry, and the pass to Denham Cook is not completed. So a little bit of razzle-dazzle there as they try to have Perry throw for the touchdown. Brad Birchwood asking for a flag. There looked like a little bit of contact before Cook got to that ball. But instead, incomplete. Hawks look like they might have had that set up, but it just doesn't work.
Well, to have the razzle-dazzle, to have everyone fooled, you have Perry rolling around. He had not much pressure, just a little bit. It's like it might have got there a little soon. I would have thought they would have called the flag. How they've been calling calls so far, but nevertheless, didn't call that when he got first down, St. Charles.
Nice job at Will Lawler getting a little bit of pressure before Perry had to throw that ball. So here we go, first down. They're inside the 5 of the Cardinals, and the first play is a handoff to Aiden Fox. Doesn't have much room there, only gets about a yard. And here's a chance for the Hartley defense to stand tall and get that ball back to their offense. If they can stop St. Charles here, you got to think you get the ball back in really good field position with no timeouts, but enough time to hopefully go down and strike. And if you're St. Charles, I think you'll be happy just to keep the ball here and not punt the ball back to the Hawks.
Yeah, you see they're in no rush to get to the line of scrimmage. Of course, want to get before the clock gets too low, but another run.
Mooney hands it off, and this time nowhere to go. It's not going to be a safety. His forward progress kept him out of the end zone, but that is going to be a loss for the Cardinal offense there. Now at the 3-yard line. Check out the push this time by the Hawks. That's Brendan Lorette just blowing that play up. Wow, look how quickly he got in the backfield.
Yeah, nowhere for that runner to go. He was luckily to get out of the end zone. I think that's what the Cardinals are going to do here at this point. Just try not to get a safety. But I would expect for those Hawks to pin their ears back and maybe go in, apply pressure, and try to get the safety here.
3rd and 12 with 2 minutes to go here. Cardinals is trying to, again, move this ball and keep the ball out of the end zone. This one's in the end zone. I don't think it ever got out. This one might be a safety, and it is. It is indeed a safety. Malik Tufts making the tackle behind the line, and St. Charles never gets out of the end zone. 2 points for the Hawks.
Yeah, like I said, they pin their ears back to apply pressure. Now you see a little bit of fun that's happening for the Hawks right now. That defense stood strong, got the ball back. And that's the beauty about a safety. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you also get the punt, and you get the ball right back.
Nice job by Brendan Lorette. He's the one who initially made Aiden Fox question if he could get any more yards, and then Malik Tufts and Denham Cook finished it off. Aiden Fox, boy, if you're him, you've got to find a way to just get to at least the 1-yard line before you start stutter stepping and dancing, because by doing that, oh, you get exactly what happened to him, which is stuck in the end zone. So 9-0 Bishop Hartley now.
Not only is it 9-0, it's still 1:56 left on the clock, and they're going to punt it from about the 20-yard line. So expect for them to punt it at least about the 45, which is going to put you in really good field position if you're the Hartley Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to kick this one off from the 20. Chance to, with a nice return, get this near midfield again. The Hawks have no timeouts, but a minute 56 is plenty of time in high school football to find a way to get down the field and get more points. What a big stop there by Hartley. That's exactly what St. Charles was trying not to do. Just trying to find a way to not punt the ball back, but now you just have to do that, and you gave up points. They're going to squib this one down the field to the 40-35, and it goes out of bounds, and that is a mistake because that is going to give the Hawks in great field position. And now Hartley is really in business here.
So like you said, they have no timeout, so expect a lot more plays to go towards the sideline to where they can get out of bounds to stop the clock. Or you may see them going up top just to strike big early.
Yeah, with 2 minutes, I think the whole playbook is still open here.
It is.
You know, we'll see what they decide to do. They may have them re-kick this ball, and I think they are. And you know what? If I'm Bishop Hartley, I understand why you do this. You have such dynamic players in Winbush and Perry back there. You kind of want to give them a chance to get the ball on this kickoff and run it back even further than where they'd get it if this ball stays or is just placed at the 50-yard line. So we're going to do this all over again. This time we're going to kick it off from the 15-yard line of Hartley here. Oh, excuse me, of St. Charles.
I expect for them to kick it exact same way. You don't want to let them get the ball in their hand because you know what they're capable of. So that's why you see the pretty much squib kick.
Well, we shall see what they decide to do. That's Garrett Hoffman, the kicker. He's got it on the tee. 10 yards back, and he is ready to toe this one up. Let's see if they decide to squib it or kick it a little deeper. It is a squib this time. It's a little bit down the middle, and boy, this is picked up by the Hawks, and they're already at past the 35-yard line. Nicely done by Donovan Tucker. First off, really nice job making sure he grabbed that ball before it got by him at the 40-yard line. There is a flag on the play, and it is going to be on the Hawks, but even with the flag, the Hawks should have the ball in St. Charles territory. But check out Tucker. Really nice job here making sure he grabbed that ball.
Yeah, he's seen it right there towards the sideline. I believe it was 28 on that call.
Yep, Ashton Cook is who they called that hold on. Again, 10 yards from there. But again, you see where the Hawks get the ball, the 46-yard line of St. Charles, and that's all you have to get now, 46 yards with a minute 51 on the clock. Plenty of time. Your whole playbook, I think, should be open as you try to get more points on the board before the half. Zhang in the backfield. He's the up man. Lathan, of course, is the man who you think is going to get the ball. They try to give him the ball, and he tries to hand it off to that two handoff play that the Hawks love to do, but the second handoff does not go well. It is fumbled but grabbed by the Hawks, so they do lose yardage, but quick to the line, averting disaster there.
Yeah, they're quickly right back to the line and see if they can get a second chance on this possession.
2nd and 15 to give the ball to Lathan, and he is taken down after a 3-yard gain. They will go quick once again on 3rd and 12. Minute 15 and counting. Hartley with one man wide. That is Perry. This time they hand it off to Zhang, and Zhang up the middle. He is going to be just short of the first down, but what a big gain there. About 12 yards is what he needed. He gets 11. So Hartley again quick to the line. 56 seconds and counting. Only need about 2 yards this time. Man in motion. They hand it off. This is to Perry. He's got to go really wide. He gets a block from Lathan, and out at the block he needed because now he can get to the first down yardage, and he gets out of bounds. The clock will stop with 41.9. First down Hawks. So a little frantic 4 plays there, Will, but they get what they need to do is get the first down. A
lot of offense, but you've seen Perry just being very strong, being patient. But once again, they're right back up to the line. This is going fast. 35 seconds left in the quarter.
So Perry did get the first down, did not get out of bounds. So the clock winds right when they spot the ball. Galick this time rolling out to the right. He's throwing it across his body, and that is incomplete. Trying to find his tight end, Brendan Lorette, and it is almost picked off. Nice job there by St. Charles. Pavone Vera once again getting his hands on the ball. He's been a ball hawk for the Cardinals.
That was a very dangerous throw. You're rolling out to the left. You're going to throw back right. I mean, I see a lot of Patrick Mahomes commercials now. They see that sidearm type throw. That one was very dangerous, and he's lucky that one picked off. But 26 seconds still left for them to make something happen. 2nd down, so you still got a lot of time.
Yeah,
no need to panic.
Clock will stop on the first down, and now you're at the point where if you get a first down, you can just spike it. Trying to get in field goal range for Connor Bjornsson. We know he can kick it from a decent distance, but this wind, though, might need to be a little bit closer. So here we go. Let's see if they pass the ball again. Windbush in motion. Galick is going to head back. He doesn't have much time, so he's got to throw it now. Perry has a step, but he cannot get to the ball. It's a little underthrown again. That wind is whipping. Vera again on the coverage for the Cardinals. Boy, you got to think without the wind, he might have had a shot at that.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised the way these referees have been calling this game. I thought they might have called face guarding. The cornerback never really seemed like he got his head around to play defense. He's kind of, at no point did he ever turn around, 14 there, but no flag was thrown. Still another chance, 2 more downs for Hartley to get into the end zone.
And needs to be a first down yardage here. If not, the clock likely going to run out. So Galick's got to throw this ball, and he does throw it deep. Cannot get there, though. It's Fidel Tajoma. That pass about 2 yards ahead of him. Nice idea, though, because, again, you know you got to get first down yardage and get that clock stopped. And this time you're just trying to let one of your faster players get underneath that ball and catch it, but just a little bit too far in front.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, just throwing it up, and hopefully they can, get up underneath. There's not really much coverage on top by the safeties. He's good pressure coming in. That's why he couldn't get it all the way where he needed to, but
yeah, he had to throw that ball earlier than he probably wanted to.
Right.
So one more chance here for the Hawks here on 4th and 10. Again, they need first down yards, so that way the clock can stop and they can spike the ball to stop it again. Galick this time with the quick pass to Perry. Does he have enough time and enough blockers in front to get 10 yards? He does not. He will end up short of the line to gain after getting about 7. He needed 10, and with 10.3 seconds left, turnover on downs for the Hawks, and the Cardinals likely to come out here and take a knee and take this to the half. Hartley hoping to get some more points before the end of the half, but kudos to the Cardinals defense. Did just enough to make sure that Hartley used enough time in the first set of downs and then second set of downs, doing a nice job on the pass defense and not allow them to complete anything over the top.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do exactly what you said, just come out and take a knee and head it into halftime.
And as expected, just a little bit of pushing and shoving because this is a rivalry game. After all, the two East Side CCL schools doing battle, and it's a good one. Low-scoring affair here at Jack Ryan Field as the Hawks and Cardinals head into the locker rooms. Bishop Hartley 9, St. Charles 0 here on Senior Night and Hall of Fame Night as we are looking forward to celebrating all the great Hall of Famers. That's the half. We'll be back here for more of your second half action here on Bishop Hartley Football and Yamo Media. Hawks up 9-0.
Today's highlights are being presented by the Mortgage Captain. Call Todd Utrip at 614-618-3331 to start your home buying journey. By Yamo Sports and Yamo Media. The new app is available next week. Find it on the App Store and Play Store. By Training ABC. Create training courses for your organization. Visit trainingabc.com. Page Tech Limited. Virtual live events multimedia. And by Jenny Osmond, proud Hartley alumni from the class of 2000 and your realtor from Core Realty Collection.
How are we looking on the cameras?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you please direct your attention to the north end zone, we'll be honoring our Hall of Fame athletic class of 2023. First up, Rich Jones. Rich is joined by his daughter Maya and son Rich III. Bob Toy. Bob is joined by his wife Shawn. Andy Groom. Andy is joined by his wife Jana, daughters Ella and Julia. Ben Seifert. Ben is joined by wife Natalie, children Benji, Macklin, and Isaac, as well as parents Paul and Leah. Thank you and congratulations on being inducted into this year's Hall of Fame. The ceremony will be held tomorrow night.
The first competition is a relay race. It's called Get Your Freshmen Ready for School, okay?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bishop Hartley Marching Band's 2023 halftime show, Rock and Roll All Night. For tonight's halftime entertainment, the band is going to open in the era of ripped jeans, flannel tees, and messy hair of the 90s grunge. To open our show, here it Smells Like Teen Spirit. tonight's entertainment, we're going back to the era of big hair and even bigger vocals. This 1980 hit will be sure to get you moving. Here's another one, Bites the Dust. And finally, to close out our rock and roll performance tonight, the band is going to be playing one of rock's most timeless songs, which was popular upon its release in 1981 and even made its way back to the mainstream with the TV show Glee, featuring soloist senior Matt Sheridan and senior alto saxophone Jake Fisher on mellophone. Here is Don't Stop Believin'. is the Bishop Hartley Marching Band under the direction of Mr. David Giesler.
Welcome to the 32nd Evening of Excellence. Give a round of applause. Thank you up front at $2,500. Round of applause. Thank you for your donation, sir. All the students and staff and administration of Hartley and alums, thank you so much for being here for the Evening of Excellence. Have a good night. We'll see you next year.
And welcome back to Jack Ryan Field as we get prepared for the second half action here between the Bishop Hartley Hawks and St. Charles Cardinals. CCL action here in the regular season finale for both of these teams. As next week we look ahead to the playoffs. Matt Barnes here, joined by Will Ward here on Yamo Sports. And an exciting first half for a 9-0 game with a lot of action, just not a lot of scoring between these two teams, but offense and defense. I think both teams would be pretty happy with their performance.
Yeah, you see that the defense has definitely been holding strong for both teams. Incomplete pass there. Happened to be thrown into three-man coverage. Big play right here by Robert Latham.
Touchdown.
Trucked it all the way down for about a 65-yard touchdown. But then a couple of things that didn't happen to go for the Hawks after that. Right again, here's a great running pass. Going to be completed to Winbush.
Yeah, but but the thing we've noticed with both these teams is you get close and then they just can't finish.
Yeah, they both kept getting into the red zone. I think the Hawks got into the red zone 2 times. One time they ended up fumbling down there. The next time they ended up not getting the completion, but you see the defense stood strong, and that's how we ended up with the 2 points safety.
Yep,
and here again, once again, they just couldn't get the ball past the sticks and turn the ball over once again right before halftime. But there was no harm, no foul, didn't have enough time. So before any of the turnovers and miscues, it was a lot of penalties. So that's one thing that I want to see if both teams can correct coming out into the second half. Can they stop all of the personal fouls, the holdings, pass interference, anything like that? Because at this point in the game, it's really a small margin of error that you have. So taking away from those opportunities, that's what's going to cost you the game if you continue to make those type of plays.
Yeah, both teams moved the ball pretty well. Obviously, Hartley got the big touchdown play from Lathan, and then a couple of times, like you said, in the red zone and couldn't finish it. St. Charles has not hit the red zone yet, still stuck on that 0, and that's credit to the Hartley defense. Even though, again, St. Charles has been able to move the ball a few times, getting a couple first downs before stalling out on their drives. But this is a big game, and this game made a little bit bigger now because for those who are following the CCL standings, Bishop Hartley 1-1 in the CCL, St. Charles 0-2. But DeSales is 1-1. They beat St. Charles 2 weeks ago. St. Charles lost to Waterson 2 weeks ago. But DeSales is 1-1 in there after they beat St. Charles in week 6. DeSales leads Waterson 10-3 at halftime. We could have a three-way tie, 2-1 in the standings, a three-way share for the CCL standings. That is, again, if Hartley can win and DeSales can win. So Hartley with a lot to play for here beyond just that 8th win and momentum into the playoffs, but a chance to share that CCL title. But first business at hand here. Got to finish it off against St. Charles, who kicks off to the Hawks here in the third quarter. And that is Hoffman kicking it away. That kick is bounding out of bounds. And the Hawks will take the ball at the 35-yard line, unless, again, they ask them to kick it again. And we shall see in a second what they decide to do. In the meantime, discover the rhythm of any occasion with Yamo Media DJs. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or a casual party, Yamo Media promises an unforgettable atmosphere. Seamless transitions, customized playlists, dance lights, and pure energy can be expected when you hire Yamo Media to DJ your event. For more information, visit yamomedia.com. Click on DJ Services under the Services tab. Yamo Media, achieve more. Hawks will get the ball at the 35-yard line as we begin this first offensive possession for them in the second half. Matt Gallick under center, and he hands off to Robert Lathan, comes around the edge. Penalty flag, which will likely be a hold on the Hawks as Lathan scoots ahead for 1, maybe 2. But expect this one to be coming on back end. It is a hold indeed. So not the start I think the Hawks offense was looking for. As you said, penalties were a problem for both teams, and we start the first play of the second half with a penalty.
Yeah, penalties and ball security is the thing that's going to help or hurt either team. You don't want to continue to cost your team and move the ball back by having these penalties and miscues, and you definitely don't want to turn the ball over with interceptions and fumbles. So let's see if they can both correct that tonight.
I look like Brendan Lorette is the one who was with the hold on that play. So that will make it 1st and 20 for the Hawks. Ball now at the 25 as the referees come together once again to discuss something. It's cold night, folks. Let's keep this going, refs.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little crisp in the air.
A little nippy with the wind kind of whipping around now. It is fall after all. One man back, that is Lathan. That ball was fumbled at the snap, and we've seen Hartley have a little bit of trouble with that quarterback-center exchange, and there is another instance of it. This one doesn't hurt him as it is just fallen onto immediately by Gallick, but not ideal when you have 1st and 20 to now make it 2nd and 20. Don't even get an opportunity to move the ball forward.
It seemed like they were maybe starting to set up a screen there. You've seen the center go down immediately, going for like maybe a chop block and a guard and a tackle, both skirted out to try to get ahead of the run, but got to execute the handoff first. Got to get the ball in your hand.
2nd and 20 now for the Hawks. That is Wimbush in motion. Gallick running to the right, and he's throwing deep for Wimbush. He's got a step, but he doesn't have the long enough arms to catch that ball. That ball is pretty well thrown. It almost kind of looked like Gallick was asking Wimbush to head more upfield. He threw his arms and go. And I think if he did, that would have been a completed pass.
Yeah, it was looking like maybe Wimbush wasn't for sure if he was going to go to him, because I know Wimbush is a lot faster than what he just trotted out there. And you've seen the arm strength of Gallick. You see him go, say, like you said, go ahead. But maybe just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, that had the makings to be a big, big play. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass. And now 3rd and 20, St. Charles sending their guys a little bit deeper, knowing the Hawks are going to go 20 yards for that first down. Instead, it's a handoff to Lathan. He's got room to run. He's got 10. He's got 15. He's got 20. And he's got more. One man to beat. He is going to get pushed out of bounds at the 15. But, wow, that is a huge run for the Hawks. How about that? 3rd and 20, and instead you take it inside the red zone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for you not to put the Superman cape on that kid right now because he's playing superhero type ball right now. Just easily take the ball right up the middle. Then he just turns on his speed. You see the power with the stiff arm there and straight up the sideline.
Officially a 61-yard run, 62-yard run as the ball is now spotted at the 13. Lathan with another huge run, and now he'll get the ball again. This pitch, the patience, and now he's bowling over defenders inside the 5, down at the 2, maybe the 1, as the Hawks in 2 plays go from 3rd and 20 at the 25 to now the St. Charles 1-yard line.
I don't know if I'm more impressed with the vision of him, but if you see on this play, he almost looked like he's jogging through the line. I would like to see a little bit more protection on that ball. 2 hands coming through that line, but he's definitely giving the Hawks.
Hawks get up to the line quick. Lathan gets the ball. He starts to the right, goes back to the left, punches it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hawks.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just literally run the ball straight down the field. So you got to give a big kudos to Robert Lathan as he's literally taking the Hawks all the way down from 3rd and long to a touchdown.
And what a drive, considering that drive started with a big holding call and then a fumbled snap and then an incomplete pass. You're looking at 3rd and 20. You're thinking, oh, boy, now you're going to have to punt the ball. Instead, 3 plays later, you're in the end zone. Impressive response by the Hawks on what was a 3rd and long, and impressive all by Robert Lathan and that O-line giving him the holes to run through. So now the Hawks will go for 2 up 15-0. This to make it a 3-score game. The snap to Galick in the shotgun, a quarterback draw, and he's in easily. And with that, the Hawks go up 17-0, 10-19 left in the 3rd quarter, and an impressive drive by Hartley there, Will.
Very impressive. More impressed by the offensive line. Let's give kudos to those big guys up front because they have to make those holes too. So good job by the offensive line of making way for Lathan, but even more impressed by that young man. Like we keep saying, just a sophomore, so we're going to see him here at Hartley for 2 more years. Just got to continue to stay in the weight room, stay strong, stay in the books first of all.
Yeah.
But, hey, very impressed by what we just seen off that offense.
Yeah, the river just kind of parted there for Matt Galick there. I think he saw that gap, and St. Charles not prepared for him to scoot that one through for the 2 points there. And wow, what a drive by the Hawks, and what looked like they were going to be in despair when they're at 3rd and 20 turns into exhilaration with that long 61-yard run by Lathan, followed by 2 more runs by him to push it into the end zone. So now it's a 3-score game. St. Charles going to get the ball here. And what do they need to do on offense to get their offense moving again?
Well, we've seen at the beginning of the game, they were kind of playing completion ball where you've seen that Mooney was just hitting those receivers. He giving the ball to Fox every once in a while. They just got to play completions once again and execute to get it past the 40-yard line. It seemed like that 40-yard line was their stopping point. But they got to get the ball first.
Oh, Connor Bjornsson with the true onside kick that time. And that one didn't do the kind of pooch kick to the sideline. This one went straight to the sideline, seeing if his guy could go and grab it around 10 yards past the kickoff spot. Just got out of bounds. And so St. Charles going to get the ball in great position. But nice little wrinkle there by Brad Birchfield, trying to see if he can sneak 2 offensive possessions in a row, if his special teams could come up with that recovery, but just not to be.
So that's a sign of things to come. Coach Birchfield is trying to put these guys away now. So expect for him to send the pressure on the defense, maybe see a couple blitzes, probably see the guys sitting back. You got Donovan Davis on that front line, so he's going to get in there and maybe just allow for Denham Cook and the rest of Ralston. But they're going to sit back and, once again, ball hawk, just watch the eyes of Ryan Mooney. So it's going to be up to him not to throw those errant passes. We'll see what they're going to do right here on this possession.
Ball is spotted at the Hartley 49, so St. Charles already starting this possession on the right side of midfield, and a nice first down run by Aiden Fox. That's good for 10 yards. The ball does come out at the end, but they're saying he was down first. And now I thought the referee was going to throw a late flag there, but he kind of faked through it and put it back in his pocket. Kind of looking at Donovan Davis there. But no harm, no foul there. It's a nice run by Fox, though.
Yeah, great run by Fox. We're not for sure if the Hawks, they fell asleep on that one or just didn't know where the ball was with a little bit of misdirection by Mooney. But definitely a great run by Aiden Fox on that first down.
So 10-yard gain as the Cardinals back up at the line quickly, as they've been doing for most of this game, trying to keep that Hartley defense off rhythm. And now here's Mooney with the quick pass. Almost hits the referee, but instead it is complete, and that's for first down yardage. Nice job getting that ball to Will Bratt for a nice gain of about 16 for the Cardinals, and they are moving once again.
They are moving. Like I said, getting past that 40 has been their Achilles heel. Now they're just about outside the red zone, 1 yard from the red zone. Like you said, that ball almost hit the referee. Just zipped it out there just enough, found that soft spot in that coverage. Now they're marching. But once you get down into the red zone, that field gets a little bit smaller, things get a little bit tighter. But from that run previously, seriously, Aiden Fox continue to carry the load, but empty backfield as we come out for first down.
Senior Julian Elliott is one who made that stop. Now here you go. Shotgun snap to Mooney. That pass is to Aiden Fox and nowhere to go. Nicely done. That's Roy Ralston on the tackle, as well as Donovan Davis. Bring him down for a very short gain. Just about 4 yards there for the Cardinals to bring up 2nd and 6. Trying to set up that screen, which has been working for the Cardinals, or was working, I should say, for them in the first quarter.
Yeah, when you have enough pressure that's coming in off of the ends, you got Cook on one side that's constantly bringing pressure. They got the defensive line, they're bringing pressure. So sometimes that screenplay can help, but we got the cornerbacks that are staying home and staying committed to their position and their area. It's kind of hard to get anything else to work for you. 2
wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, man in motion. Mooney rolling out to the right, nowhere to go there, so he's got to look to the left. He just throws it up after being taken down by Cook. That ball falls harmlessly out of bounds. They do say a man was in the area, which would be Aiden Fox. And as the referees discuss, they say, nope, he is good. Mooney a little bit hobbled as he walks off the field, but this is why. Look at Denham Cook holding to that ankle.
Yeah, one thing, there was a man in the area, but what the fans and the Coach Birchfield is saying, he was not outside of that tackle box, or so it did not look. Obviously, the referees have a different view. They're the ones with the whistle and they're the ones making the calls. But we see where the tackle was just outside of that hash mark, like he just barely probably got outside to it.
Well, Mooney went to the sideline. I thought might for a second leave this game as he was hobbled a little, but he will stay in the game. And now here we go with 3rd and 7. Mooney with 4 wide, 2 on the top, 2 on the right. Now it is Will Bratt in motion to the bottom of your screen, and that's who the pass goes to. And he catches the ball, and he gets to the 11-yard line. That should be enough for a first down for the Cardinals, who get inside the red zone for the first time this game.
Right into the red zone, like I said before, just playing completion ball, not trying to get the home run and get the touchdown right away. Just taking what the defense is giving you. And you see that Ryan Mooney, he's finding a receiver, a different one each time, and now they're just knocking on the door for their first touchdown of the game.
Xavier Martin Fuller on the coverage, brings him down there, but not before the first down for the Cardinals. Cardinals looking for their first points of the game. 8:03 left here in this third quarter. 2 men to the right for Mooney, and that is where he rolls to the right. He finds a man. No, he doesn't. It is tipped and picked off by the Hawks. Oh, what a play. Who else but Denham Cook using that 6'4" frame to tip it right into himself. And a huge turnover for the Hawks as the defense comes up big.
Defense comes up huge, and Denham Cook, like you said, using that frame, gets outside. If you can't get to the quarterback, just get your hands up, and that's exactly what he did. But tip the ball right to himself. That field gets a lot smaller once you get into that red zone. Things get a little bit tighter. And we already seen that Ryan Mooney, he wasn't able to really roll out of the pocket because he got a little banged up. But hey, ball's back in the hands of the Hawks.
Pass was intended for Joey Schmidt, but again, Denham Cook's hands got in the way of that pass. Now the first down run is to Robert Lathan. Looks like he had nowhere to go, but all of a sudden he spurts out of that pile, and that's a big gain for Lathan. He takes it past the 45, and the Hawks are moving the ball once again.
You see the vision, the cutback lane opened up, just parted, and now he's going right up the field. It takes 2 guys to bring him down. Each and every time he gets the ball, he's looking for pay dirt.
Another huge run for him as Lathan well over 150 yards now with his performance tonight, knocking on the door of 200. What a performance by the sophomore in his first crack against St. Charles here on Jack Ryan Field. Now, here's Gaelic giving the ball to the up man, and look at Roy Ross, look at Jay Zane go. Jay Zane close to a touchdown the last 2 times. This time he does finish it off. 55 yards to pay dirt, touchdown Hartley.
Yeah, Zane got that exact same run initially in the second quarter. He said he's not getting stopped this time. Seemed like there was no one in the secondary of the Cardinals that even wanted to make the stop on there. See, once he got past, well, that's before, that was Robert Lathan. But nobody seemed like they wanted to get in front of Zane. So he rumbled straight into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think St. Charles was not expecting him, the up man, to get it. And when he did, look at the blocking up front. Look at Lorette. Look at the other guys in blue. And he wasn't touched the entire way.
No, not at all. I don't know what's wrong. 14 just didn't seem like he wanted to get the tackle. I was expecting a little bit more out of Vera, but he's seen better days.
Extra point up and good from Connor Bjornsson, and we're not even 5 minutes into this third quarter, and what was a 9-0 game at half is now ballooned to 24-0. Bishop Hartley in full control of this game, and it's all thanks to the run game and that O-line, which has truly taken over in this one.
Hey, good job on the offense, but even better job, once again, to Denham Cook to allow them to get the ball back. That tip drill interception that they got just before, and here's that run again.
Yeah, when you can just follow those big hog mollies in front, you can have runs like this. And man, 45 going 55 for 6.
You getting blocking downfield. You see the blockers not just stopping at the line of scrimmage, not stopping at 5 yards. The big boys up front are taking pride in what they do, and they're driving all the way down. The pancake block is what you look for on film come Monday, and these guys, they're earning their keep today.
And remember, all of that started because of an interception inside the 10-yard line by Denham Cook, right when it looked like St. Charles was going to make this maybe a 17-7 kind of game, take it to 10 points. Instead, boom, Denham Cook with a huge turnover. That leads to the Hartley points down on the other side. And, boy, what a change of events here as the pooch kick again by Bjornsson, this time taken by Trey Davis as he is dragged out just shy of the 40-yard line as St. Charles now in a 24-point hole. Got to think they got to go more of the pass game now as they try to find a way to cut into this lead.
Now, they have to do anything at this point. We've seen them move the ball down the field. And of course, you're not thinking that, hey, we're getting down and, Denham's going to get his hands up. But you want to just do whatever it takes to make that last drive, redo it again. A little bit of less miscues, but once again, do it again.
So Ryan Mooney making his way to the huddle to relay the play into this Cardinals offense that moved the ball well on that last drive, but for the interception by Denham Cook, now down 3 scores, 24-0. Mooney rolling out to the right. Better get rid of this ball quick. Joey Wooten is on his back. He does get rid of it, and it is barely completed in front of the Hartley defender. That is going to be a big completion and big gainer. This one going to his main man, Will Brad, and that is huge for them. That is good for almost a 30-yard completion to Brad as he takes it down to the Hartley 31.
Now, I give big kudos to Ryan Mooney. You said it yourself that he had Joey Wooten coming down, barreling down on his back, waiting for him to just slow up just a little bit, but he kept his eyes peeled downfield. He found a receiver at the last second. Once he got the ball in his hands, Will Bratt got the ball and picked up a couple extra yards. They're right again. They're getting into that red zone. See if they take an opportunity this time.
Getting close indeed at the 31-yard line. 2 receivers to their right, 2 in the backfield. Mooney steps back to pass, and that's not going anywhere. That was intended for, look like, Will Bratt once again, but that was too hot to handle. So 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals, who have been running that kind of quick huddle offense, trying to keep the Hartley defense out of rhythm, but and this time it doesn't work out for the red and white of St. Charles.
Yeah, even though the Cardinals, they haven't got on a board yet, you got to assume that they are really hungry to get a touchdown, but who's to say that the Hawks, they're not looking to get a shutout here, so they're going to be just as hungry to stop them.
Mooney now back to pass. This is going to be another screen pass tipped on at the line by Brandon Lorette and almost picked off by Donovan Davidson. Oh, that would have been fun to see a big man touchdown. See them rumble and stumbling and bumbling down the field, but instead it does fall to the ground for an incompletion.
And I said it before on that Denham Cook interception. If you can't get to the quarterback and get a tackle, you want to get your hands in those passing lanes. That's exactly what you've seen them do. Just stop the pass. They're allowing them to get straight access to the quarterback to try to set that screen up. But those defenders are smart enough to stop that pass and not allow anything extra. So get 3rd and 10 now.
Got to think those Hawk pass rushers are putting their heads back. This is going to be a false start, I would think, on number 12 of St. Charles jumping across the line, Will Lawler, and it is. That'll make it 3rd and 15. So, yeah, I was just about to say, I think the Hartley defender is going to probably pin their ears back, getting excited for this play, because you know Mooney's going to have to step back and pass this ball. How much time he'll get, we shall see, because this Hartley D-line is wreaking havoc on that Cardinals O-line.
Yeah, these guys, they're having fun at this point. You see Big Donovan Davis. He's having fun. He's a senior this senior night. It's the last unofficial game before it really gets serious. Playoffs is a different type of ball. But now he's just having fun. You see him getting in there.
Well, that pass is complete as Mooney hits Ryan Bratt. Or Will Bratt with the catch. That's good for 9 yards. That's still going to leave a substantial amount here for 4th down. And you know it's 4th down territory for the Cardinals, who are down by 24. So we shall see what they decide to do there. But nice pickup there as you try to pick up at least more than half of that 3rd and long yardage that they needed there. And again, nice job getting rid of that ball in the face of pressure there by Ryan Mooney.
Yeah, we've seen Mooney go to Aiden Fox on a play like this. We've seen Will Bratt across the middle. So it's still a simple pickup, but you got to understand these guys are coming. They're coming quickly.
Mooney stepping back. He's looking long. This is the deep ball. It's kind of a wobbly throw, though, and it is going to be picked off by the Hawks. Nicely done by the safety. Fidelis and Joma back there. No, excuse me, that's not him. That is instead Donovan Tucker. My apologies to Donovan, who deserves all the credit for tracking down that ball. As that ball was kind of thrown up in the air, hoping a prayer for St. Charles, and Tucker said, I got your pick right here.
Hey, you can't just throw it up there, because those guys in that secondary, they're waiting for any opportunity. You see the guys, except they're just having fun at this point.
And a great play by Donovan, the senior, with a big play on his senior night here at Jack Ryan Field, as he thwarts another St. Charles scoring drive. And now the Hartley offense back on the field trying to add to their 24-point lead. Tight formation. This one goes to Lathan following those blockers. That patient running style, so effective for him as he gets a 7-8 yard gain here. And the Hartley offense seemingly getting whatever they want now against the St. Charles defense, which has to be tired and worn out after just not being able to get anything going on offense.
Yeah, Hartley is controlling at a time of possession on both facets of the ball, offense and defense.
And here's the pitch to Lathan again, just following those blockers, and those blockers are, boy, they're not finding anyone to block until about the 2nd level sometimes. Lathan with another big gain there, that time for 8.
Well, if you check out the end of this play right here, you can see number 17 get down there. He's even getting in on the blocking now. He turned into a lead blocker right here. Watch, Here he comes just at the end of the play.
That's your quarterback.
That's your quarterback. That shows you how hungry this Hawks team is to get downfield.
So quite the change in the way this Hartley offense has really taken over from the first half to the second half. It has been all Hawks with whatever they want to do, and this time it's Winbush to the left side around the corner, and there's another 13-yard gain. 1st down for the Hawks. Winbush outside the tackle, and man, doesn't matter if they're going inside or outside the tackle right now. St. Charles does not have an answer.
And if you can continue, like I keep saying, if you get that run game going, it's only going to open up for that pass. So you see Ryan Perry kind of coming towards the bottom of your screen. Got to be ready for that pass to open up at any moment. Because that safety's going to keep creeping up. He's going to think it's the run. At the last second, they're going to snatch him up. You're going to be looking for another touchdown.
Brandon Hambrick was the one making the really nice block there. He's the one now alongside Gallick in the shotgun in the backfield. Man in motion. This one goes to Hambrick. Hambrick trying to find a lane. He's pushing the pile forward 3-4 yards before he's pushed back by the Cardinal defense. Nice to see the junior running back getting some play in there now. He's starting to get a little bit more of the action in the second half of the year in some of these games, and good way to get him involved in the offense.
Yeah, I said you were going to pass it, but I guess if that run game is working for you, just keep on eating that clock up. You're getting just about down to the last 3:30 of the 3rd quarter. Keep running the ball. It's working for you.
Yeah, Ryan Perry, I'm sure, would love to get involved, but boy, if you're Chris Story in this Bishop Hartley offense, you don't mind just calling the run no matter who gets the ball. They're getting positive yardage. This time it is Hambrick again. He is going to find some yardage, and looking to put the shoulder down to make sure he gets a 1st down and more. 10-yard gain for the junior, and another 1st down as they take it across midfield.
easily. You see that line. Got to give a big shout out to that offensive line who's continuously getting these guys to that second level before they can even get touched.
Yeah, Zach Parker that time really doing a nice job. Left guard pushing the people out of the way there to make sure Hamburg had some room. Nice to give Lathan a little bit of a break here. He's been the workhorse for this Hartley backfield for most of the game. Now Hamburg getting a chance to show his stuff. 1st and 10 for the Hawks right at midfield. And this pitch goes to Hamburg. He's trying to get to the outside to the right. He is dragged down there, though. Nice tackle by Jack Brandt as he throws him out of bounds after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, the coaches and sideline, the fans, everyone's looking for that horse collar. You see those guys, good job blocking right there by Ralston. But once again, not for sure how they didn't call that.
Yeah, looks like he got him by the shoulder, the shoulder, the jersey there. So clean tackle, just tough tackle. And listen, it's going to be a physical game. St. Charles trying to find a way to stop this Hartley offense. They got to do whatever they can do to slow them down. And the good sure tackle there. So now 2nd and 7. Got to think Hartley's going to continue to run this ball. Winbush in motion. Instead, they do hand it off to Hamburg. Head of steam as he rolled right into the middle of that line. There is, though, a flag on the play, and this is coming back thanks to a low block.
Yeah, once you start to get this train rolling, they can't allow for back-to-back penalties and miscues to start happening. You're at the midfield point, so you want to continue to do what got you down to this far. But have to stay focused if you're the offense of Hartley right now.
And this is the call that sometimes happens to Hartley because of the blocking that they do. It's always a tight formation, and you have 2 guys that are trying to block the same guy, and sometimes this happens. But and this time, it's a low block against the Hawks, going to bring them back. And those are always 15-yard penalties, so they are killers to your drive. But, hey, we've seen the Hawks here before. They were on 3rd and 20, and all they did was rip off a almost 70-yard run by Robert Lathan.
Well, Lathan still is on the bench, but the next man up mentality.
Absolutely, and they've had plenty of talent. This is Ryan Perry this time, and, boy, this is the slow developing play. It looks like he's going to be tackled behind the line for a 2-yard loss. He finds a way to scamper for positive yardage. Eats into some of that 2nd and 23 to make this now a more somewhat manageable 3rd and 16 or so. But Perry doing a nice job not making this a loss of anything, but instead a gain of yardage.
Yeah, whenever you can get that yards after contact, that's the thing that you look for in a lot of strong running backs, receivers. That's what kind of shows you who's the dogs on the field. When you start getting those yak yards, once again, it's yards after contact. That just says a lot about what's going on.
So instead, 3rd and 16. Let's see if the Hawks decide to go through the air this time. Gallick fakes the handoff. He's got room to the left side to throw the ball, and he does, but it is too high for Winbush. Incomplete pass, and that will force the Hawks to punt for the first time in the second half.
You're playing with house money at this point. It's 24-0, so you can make a couple of, unforced errors. That's what you've seen here to get them dropped back in 4th and long as we are now. But you just want to continue to tighten up. You want to end this game and keep your eyes focused on what you got coming ahead. You got the playoffs coming, so you don't want to end this game sloppy. You kind of got a good head of steam, rode ahead to get this lead. But this defense of the Hawks, they're definitely helping out the offense by not allowing for the Cardinals to be able to do anything.
This is going to be a fake punt. Ryan Perry's got a long way to go, though, to get the first down. He's not going to come close. He only gets about 1 yard, and what needs to be 16 to get the first down. So the Hawks are going to turn this ball over on down. The St. Charles will get the ball in fantastic field position at the Hartley 45-yard line. Bishop Hartley would like to thank Paycheck Limited and Training ABC for being presenting sponsors of this broadcast. Their sponsorship of the school's Evening of Excellence helps make broadcasts like this possible. Training ABC helps develop training videos and courses for your organization. You can visit trainingabc.com. And Paycheck Limited can help you turn your event into a dazzling affair. Visit pagetechltd.com today to learn more. Bishop Hartley, once a Hawk, always a Hawk. And lots of Hawks here in the stadium, as well as watching right here on Yamo Media, are very excited about the way their Hawks are playing today, up 24-0. Ryan Mooney of St. Charles looking for his receiver, who wasn't looking for the ball, but who has it now is Xavier Martin forward, and he is headed the other way, 65 yards for the touchdown.
And I said it at the beginning of this drive. Right when you think that you can hand the ball off to their offense, this Hawks defense is picking up their tempo each and every time they get on the field. They're hungry for a turnover. They're looking for the turnover.
That pass was intended for Joey Schmidt, but he never turned his head around. Xavier Martin Fuller was following the quarterback's eyes the entire way. Excuse me, that was to Joey Schmidt. Yeah, he left the backfield, never looked, and Martin Fuller. That's easy. That's the easiest pick six he's going to have.
Yeah, he got the ball in his hands and just turned on the Jets after that. He had one man to beat, which was pretty much Ryan Mooney, but it's nothing that he can do. Great job by that Hawks defense.
So Connor Bjornson in for the point after touchdown. As we are now above 30 points, so the clock, as it does in high school football, can roll once it gets above 30. And Bishop Hartley now leads this one 31-0. Check out another angle of this pick six, Will.
Just coming pretty much right to the other side. Just got the ball. There's nobody in front. Seeing the speed. Like you said, the easiest pick six that you probably ever get.
Yeah, best feeling in the world if you're a defensive back, right? When you know you've got the points, all you got to do is just keep on running. Oh, man, and that's a nice little cherry on top of this Bishop Hartley defense that already had a safety, he's already had multiple fourth down stops, and now the pick six as well. Second interception thrown by Mooney, the other one going to Denham Cook, and that was at a critical time when they were driving to score and when this was still a game at 17-0, now at 31-0, and a minute 36 left in the third quarter. Bishop Hartley smelling a huge victory here at Jack Ryan Field, a chance to go 8-2, 2-1 in the CCL, and rolling into the playoffs with a big wave of momentum with wins over VASJ, DeSales, Kip Columbus, and what is likely to be a fourth win in a row against St. Charles. Really impressed with the way this Bishop Hartley defense has responded.
I am really impressed, but I'm almost certain that they don't want to give up that goose egg. So don't think that they're going to stop pinning their ears and going after that quarterback right now. They want to continue this streak of not allowing a touchdown. Got to remember last week they gave up a touchdown, but it was on a kickoff return.
Oh, that kick from Connor Bjornson is taken in by Aiden Fox. He kind of bobbled it there, but nice job corralling it after that and finding a way to get positive yardage as the St. Charles offense will take the field once again. Hey, I want you to save the date for April 13th, 2024. I know it's a long ways away, but put it on your calendar. That is Hartley's Evening of Excellence taking place once again with can't-miss prizes, a wonderful catered meal, and so much more. The Evening of Excellence is the place to be on April 13th. Hope to see all the Hawks alumni, friends, and supporters there. I'll be there myself. Looking forward to having a good time once again with all of you as we raise a lot of money for this amazing school. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. The ball placed at the 39-yard line. Ryan Mooney going to hand this ball off to Aiden Fox, and once again, nowhere for him to go because Denham Cook has his hands all around him. Throws him to the ground after a 1-yard gain.
Just a 1-yard gain. Like I said, these guys, you haven't seen any of the second team coming in yet. Coach Birchfield knows what it means for them to possibly get a shutout. Yeah, you want to keep everybody safe. You want to keep them healthy going into the playoffs. But I know these seniors, they want to go off on top, and the shutout probably would mean a lot to these guys.
Under 30 seconds now here in the third quarter. Again, we have a running clock for the rest of this one as long as it is more than a 30-point spread as this one is. St. Charles, hand off to Aiden Fox, and the running back takes it about 4 yards forward to the 45-yard line. That'll leave 3rd and 5 as we are rolling toward the end of the third quarter and what has been a dominant third quarter for the Hawks. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion leading to 22 points in the quarter and a 31-0 lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter of the 2023 regular season for both of these teams. What a third quarter indeed. The pick six by Xavier Martin Fuller capping it off. It is Bishop Hartley 31, St. Charles 0. You are watching Bishop Hartley football on Yamo Media. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Today's highlights are being presented by The Mortgage Captain. Call Todd Utrip at 614-618-3331 to start your home buying journey. By Yamo Sports and Yamo Media. The new app is available next week. Find it on the App Store and Play Store. By Training ABC. Create training courses for your organization. Visit trainingabc.com. Page Tech Limited, virtual live events multimedia. And by Jenny Osborne.
And we're back here in fourth quarter action. St. Charles on their 3rd down and 5. The run goes to Aiden Fox, and looks like he's going to be about a half-yard short of the first down. And, of course, St. Charles down 31-0, not even considering a punt here as Ryan Mooney gets the call from head coach Zeke Hocker. Again, it's been kind of an up-and-down season for St. Charles, winning their first 4, losing their next 4. Came off that win to Lutheran East. They're at 5-4, but we're hoping to come in here, get a huge win as they look forward to the playoffs. Now, if they won, they were guaranteed to get in. If they lose, they're going to likely still get in, but it's going to hurt their seeding. So this was a big game for them. Not going to end up in a victory, it looks like, but that is going to end up being a first down as Aiden Fox pushes the pile just enough to get to midfield and move the chains.
I'm trying to look on the field to see how much changes that Coach Birchfield and his staff made for these guys to come out of the game. You don't want to risk anyone getting injured, but like I said before, I don't think they want to give up any touchdowns here at the end of this game.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of pride. I don't think it matters if you're a varsity or JV guy getting in this game right now. You want to make sure you want to keep that bagel on the scoreboard for St. Charles. So 1st and 10 now here at midfield. Cardinals, again, would love to just get on the scoreboard, get some positives before they head into the playoffs, hope for themselves. That's a completed pass to Brad. He has been fantastic today. Mooney's favorite target by far. That is a 14-yard gain and another first down for them as we roll inside 10 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you see these two, they got an instant connection. It's not really a screen, but it's like an extended screen. They're getting right behind those linebackers and just keep connecting. Just a quick, pretty much a post, almost a shallow slant route, but they have a great connection, Brad and Mooney do.
Mooney now this time hands it off to Fox, and that's just one thing the Cardinals have not been able to do is get that run game going. Fox has had that 10-yard gain in the third quarter, but beyond that, I don't think he's had a gain longer than 4 yards. Just the Hartley defense doing a great job of bottling up that Cardinal run game.
Yeah, stopping that run is the one thing that they have to continue to do. The pass, they've kind of bottled that up a little bit more, but we've seen Aiden Fox just almost get to that next level where he can break loose, but those Hawks, they're swarming each and every time.
Roy Ralston having to leave the game for an equipment issue, so Hawks going to have to replace him for one game. Looks like a little bit of blood is what it's going to be. So the Hawks move some players in. Have a couple come out. 2nd and 10 now for the Cardinals. Mooney rolling out to the right, looking down the field, and that is completed once again. Who else, right? Number 9, Bratt with the catch, and that is good enough for a Cardinal first down. Again, Cardinals trying to find a way to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they continue to keep rolling them out, just to give him a little bit more time. And then you see he's heavily pressured. I mean, he's covered pretty good, but Mooney's putting the ball in the right spot at the right time, not allowing those guys to get into that zone fast enough to pick it off and still allow them to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, senior Raylo Hogan there with the tackle. As all these Bishop Hartley seniors getting not their last game here on Jack Ryan Field. They'll be hosting a playoff game next week as well. There's a pass that is completed, but not for much. Thanks to the great job of Brandon Hambrick bringing down this Cardinal receiver Trey Davis there for about a 5-yard gain.
Great open field tackle, as you see right about now. Just
short
by
tackle,
any
right?
means.
Yeah.
I just need to get you down. I don't care how it happens. Doesn't matter how pretty it looks. It's a good open field tackle to keep this Hawks defense right where they need to be. So again, you're getting to the red zone. It's getting a little tighter down here.
It is, and we've seen the Cardinals get in the red zone before and not do anything with it. This time the pass is to Brett. That is incomplete. There is a flag on the play, though, and they're going to call pass interference on the defense is the indication.
Yeah, I saw it right when he went into that wheel route. It looked like he probably just grabbed his hand.
So that will be half the distance to the goal as the Cardinals move even closer to the end zone. Now, the one other time the Cardinals got inside the red zone, Denham Cook picked the ball off, and a few plays later, Hartley turned that into a touchdown. That time, referee St. Xavier Martin Fuller got his hands on Will Bratt there, and that brought out the flag.
I think he got his hands on him just enough to stop him from getting that. You seen the wheel route.
Yep.
He came out, did just enough to stop him from getting a touchdown.
Yep, blunted that momentum that he had, 'cause that was a pretty good throw there by Ryan Mooney. So now it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 around the 11-yard line. So if the Cardinal can get a first down, if they can get inside the 1, and that's a nice job by Aiden Fox. Good patient running that time. He waited for the blocks to develop around the left side, going around, and he does a nice job making that into a really nice positive gain up into about the 5-yard line, and they're getting closer, knocking on the door of that touchdown.
And once again, ball security down at this end of the field. You know those guys are going to be trying to rip the ball out. You got to keep 2 hands if you're going through that line. They're gang tackling. You see everybody's flowing to the ball very well for the Hawks. So just got to protect it.
Cyrus Klein, Naaman Igwebuike blocking for him that time. Here's Aiden Fox now trying to go up the middle. Oh, he tried, nowhere to go, because that was Hambrick once again who stood him up. Nice job by Fox though, pushing forward right at the end. He came close to getting that first down, but he still will be short. So this will be 3rd and very short at about the 3-yard line.
And once he gets the handoff, he's looking for any kind of cutback lanes. He found one at the last second.
Look at Hambrick pushing back. Nicely done.
He's still allowing him to move forward and fall forward. See what they come out with. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, but remember, they can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Cardinals hand it off to Aiden Fox. Aiden with the spin. No, it's a fake, as Ryan Mooney did not give it to him, and instead he kept it, and he got close to the first down yardage. The official on the near side is signaling 4th down, that he is short. And so here we are with 5:10 and the clock rolling. St. Charles would love to get points on the board. And it's going to be 4th and inside a yard to get a first down, and then ball spot at the 2-yard line. They can get a touchdown here as well. Let's see if the Hartley defense can stand tall and keep that shutout going. Mooney under center this time. He does not sneak it. Instead, he throws it back, and that is almost picked off. But actually, doesn't matter, because it's a turnover on downs. Great job of that Hartley defense once again.
How about that? Right when you think they're going to just hand the ball off to Fox, a little bit of that Tebow-esque jump pass.
Just without the jump, right?
Without the jump. And it was double coverage right there. So I don't know if you could have seen Mooney. Maybe you see those guys. You're looking dead down the pipe. Got to see that.
Yeah.
But they just moved quickly. Good coverage by the Hawks.
Yeah, great job by Raylo Hogan there. The senior getting some playing time right there on that play and not biting on that fake quarterback sneak, instead waiting for the quarterback to make a play. And when he did, it was his hands on it, not his receiver's hands. So nice job there by the Hartley defense. Now the Hartley offense deep inside their own territory here. Got to play it smart here. Don't allow a safety. Again, you got that shutout. You don't want to give it up here on offense, right?
Right.
So at the 2-yard line, trying to just make sure you get positive momentum, give it up to the up man, and good positive yardage there. And he's still going. My goodness. Nicely done by the Hawks there. Which one was it that time? It was Roy Ralston that time, and he's always a good man to give the ball to. Big man, always getting positive yardage when he gets the ball, and he gets about 5 there.
Yeah, just to think about, you only need a couple more first downs here. There's 4 minutes left in this game, but the clock is going to continue to move, because we already said that this clock does not stop because of 30-point lead. So it's continuous clock at this point. So you see the offense, they're in no rush at all. They're just going to be pacing it out. First down here after 5 yards. It's a great game plan by Coach Birchfield and his staff.
Yeah.
And on to the playoffs. Got to start thinking about that now.
Absolutely. Speaking of things to watch, DeSales now up 24-10 in the 3rd quarter. And again, that is big for the Hawks, because if they can pull out this victory, as it looks like they're on their way to do that, and DeSales beats Waterson, that would make it a 3-way tie atop the CCL, and another feather in the cap of the Hawks to get another CCL championship on top of another playoff appearance as well. So keeping an eye on that one, I know, are the Hartley fans, as DeSales probably went into that game as underdogs. And that's the thing, though, about these CCL rivalries. You never know. DeSales came in here 2 weeks ago and played a tough game with Hartley, 15-12 game winner by Connor Bjornson. That's what makes these rivalry games so much fun. This one obviously a little bit more lopsided, but it's always fun to see these CCL powers go head-to-head and see what happens. And this was a tight game through one half. I mean, St. Charles came out here and gave it all they had, down 9-0. But now, obviously, it's getting a little bit out of hand. This is Robert Latham back in the game after getting a good chunk of the third quarter off and heading around the left side for 9 yards as he stumbles out of bounds there as the clock rolls inside 2:30.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how deep inside of the playoffs this Hawks team can go. I mean, you see the experience. Like you say, there's a lot of seniors out there that's leading this team. I think barring from any injuries, anything that can potentially happen, I have a good feeling that they're going to be able to roll deep into the playoffs. Just got to keep their heads, mentally focused, continue to keep ball security. That seems to be big. They kind of got out of whack out of rhythm a little bit earlier. Started to get a couple more flags that was unnecessary, but I think they have the team. Definitely they have the defense. You see the goose egg up there still. I think that defense is going to carry this team far into the playoffs.
And again, for that, and that ball, it's trying to do that handoff, and it is bobbled, and that goes to the ground. Going to be a loss of 8. Again, things I know that Coach Birchfield's going to show on the tape this week that you want to clean up before that playoff game. Again, the Hawks have clinched their playoff spot already. They will have a home game here at Jack Ryan Field next week. They are likely top 4 seed with the win. It looks like they'll probably be the 3rd seed, and that would clinch a second home game if they were to get that far. And then after that, it goes to the neutral site games. For St. Charles, again, even with the loss, they are likely in the playoffs, somewhere in that 13 to 16 seed range. They will not host a game. They'll be on the road somewhere in the state of Ohio. But for Zeke Hawker, a disappointing end to the regular season, but a chance to redeem themselves come week 11 in the first round of the playoffs. As the pitch goes back to Latham, that sophomore just been impressive all game long as he pushes his way out of bounds, and that is another first down, and that'll be the final first down most likely for the Hawks as they can pretty much call this one over as the clock rolls under 40 seconds here. An impressive victory for the Hawks. An impressive just performance by both the Hartley offense and defense, right, Will?
Right. We've seen it they started off slow. We said that just 9 points in that first half. Boy, did they come out here gassed up and ready to just put it away in the second half.
So one more knee will do it from Matt Galick, who was really impressive as quarterback. Robert Latham, obviously the star for the Hawks in this one, as Bishop Hartley is going to move to 8-2 on the season and 2-1 in the CCL as they shut out the St. Charles Cardinals 31-0. Oh, it's been a long night.
It's been a long night. It's been a great night, but hey, we've made it to the end. Good job by both teams. Not too bad of a fight that either team put up, but great game overall.
Absolutely, yeah. St. Charles can hold their heads high. While they did lose this one 31-0, again, they've got a playoff game coming up in Division II, Region 7. They will be on the road, and they just faced a very, very tough Bishop Hartley team today that really in the second half took it to them with that run game. It's kind of forcing it down the pipe there. Meanwhile, for the Hawks, 8-2, 2-1, you head into the playoffs with a 4-game win streak. We always say you want to be playing your best football as you head into the postseason. I would say Bishop Hartley's got to feel like they're doing just that.
I definitely think that they are playing some of their best football. Like I said, they haven't allowed a touchdown in a few games now. Like last week, just a special teams touchdown. This week, no touchdowns at all. So you're having a defense led, and they say defense wins championships, and that's definitely what you want to have going into the playoffs.
That is exactly what you saw today. Some great defensive plays by the Hawks. Everything from the pick six to the interception, and just a lot of fourth down stops as well. St. Charles thought they had some momentum going in the first half a couple times, and then stopped, and then that huge interception by Denham Cook when they got inside the red zone. Just really impressive stuff from this Hartley defense. Robert Latham Jr. really carried the load for the Hawks. How good is he as a sophomore in Week 10? You think the legs are getting tired of the sophomore? He still got fresh legs, but he was running all over this field today.
Yeah, he seems just to get stronger as the game goes on. You start off slow, but the good thing is you have a plethora of other running backs that you have. You got Winbush that was out there. You have a couple other guys that stepped in when he went down, but you see there's no slowing him down. You see the vision. You see the speed, the power at the end of to finish the play. It's nothing that kid can't do. And he has a really bright future here at Hartley.
Yeah, sure does. He was really good. And I thought Mac Alec was good, too. He stayed away from the big turnover as well. He's been kind of hampered by that, whether it's by the fumble or interception, made some good, strong throws, found his guys in stride, some big third down plays and conversions from this Hartley team. It was just an overall really impressive performance, and the defense really, really stood out, too, today.
Yeah, big job. Good job by Denham Cook. You see him on that play also, but a couple of other plays that he had definitely made the tip interception. This defense is definitely going to carry this team deep into the playoffs.
Absolutely. This has been a fun game to watch. You see Denham Cook there. That was a massive play again. St. Charles was down 17-0. You thought they might get some points there, and who knows where this game goes if it becomes 17-7 there. Instead, that interception, and then this play right here by Jay Zhang. Oh, Jay Zhang doesn't get many opportunities like that, but 55 yards to pay dirt, and that's when the game just really started to be blown wide open. It's a fun game to watch if you're a Bishop Hartley fan, because they just had about everything going right. Honestly, I forgot about that interception as well by Donovan Tucker. That
There's so many going on.
Three interceptions, in fact. I said 2 earlier for Ryan Mooney. It actually was 3 because of the one by Tucker as well. So Tucker, Cook, and Xavier Martin Fuller are all with the interceptions for this Hartley defense that gets the 31-0 shutout. Just want to remind you once again, Hawks 8-2, 2-1 in the CCL. By last check, DeSales led Waterson 24-10, and that would mean if DeSales goes on to win that game, DeSales, Waterson, and the Bishop Hartley Hawks would all finish at 2-1. St. Charles would finish at 0-3, but that would mean a 3-way tie at the top of the CCL, which would mean CCL championship, co-championship for the Bishop Hartley Hawks. But we'll see how that finishes up in the meantime. The Hawks can start looking forward to what matters now, the Division 4, Region 15 playoffs. As you look at this team heading into the first round of the playoffs, how do you feel?
I feel confident that they're going to, be able to take on a team that they should be able to take care of business. But they just have to execute and do the little small things, not jump off sides on the defense, not get a holding call, not get the personal foul call that's going to bring you back 15 yards. It's a little small things that's going to make a big difference at the end of the day. But if they continue to have this defense lead this team and the offense, you're not looking for Gaelic to do anything big, just to manage the game, hand the ball off to Latham, hand the ball off to Winbush, get Perry the ball when he can get involved, and just do the small things. It's going to turn into a big victory at the end of the day.
Well, we don't know who the Hawks are going to play just yet. We'll have to see how the results of today's games in Week 10 shake out, but we do know where they'll play. They'll play right here on Jack Ryan Field next Friday night, and you will see that right here on Yamo Media. We are excited to see the Hawks as they take step one into their quest for another state championship. But it all starts in that first round of the playoffs. This was a fun one to call with you, Will, and a fun one if you're a Bishop Hartley fan, seeing the Hawks fly heights unbounded once again. For Will Ward and the entire Yamo Media team of talented videographers and tech people, and our main man, Adam Dell, I am Matt Barnes. Thank you so much for joining Bishop Hartley football right here on Yamo Sports. We'll see you next week as the postseason begins for the Bishop Hartley Hawks football team. You've been watching this great CCL matchup right here on Yamo Media. Have a great night, everybody.